Hush Your Face is coming straight to your ears. A podcast network that's changing gears, bringing fresh funky pods with a fresh funky beat. A family of pods that are bringing the heat. There ain't no stopping us. Keep coming back to us, sick ass pods that'll make you hush. www Hush Your Face. www Hush Your Face. www.hushyourface.com.
The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Podcast, show number 159, being recorded on July 8th, 2017. I'm one of your hosts, Jesus Gonzalez, also known as Jesus Walks a Lot. Today, people, I am back, and I'm joined by my favorite people in the whole wide world, minus one. Today, I'm joined by my favorite West Coaster, Gunny Chief. He's pointing at me right now. Hi, Gunny.
Hi, how are you?
Welcome back. Welcome back, Gunny.
Hi.
And also, from 8 Mile, the epic Eric Smith. Welcome back, Eric.
What up, homie?
What up, Eric? Also, today we got two special guests, guys. One of them, hailing from Chicago, the great city of Chicago, the Windy City, Clint Theo, Vengeful Jedi. Welcome back.
Yo, what's up?
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us, Clint. Also,
hey, thanks for having me.
Guys.
I was kind of the perfect replacement for Ryan.
You are? But we couldn't replace Ryan with just one person. We had to bring in another one. An old school member of HGP, original founder here, and the great person himself, Brink of Eternity. Welcome back, Brink.
Hey, Jesus, thank you for ripping me away from my beautiful, peaceful, antisocial bubble I was in.
I had to.
Having me come on here.
I had to.
It was actually my idea.
This guy's on Xbox Live. Eric wanted you on the show, and I was like, yep, we're going to invite him. We're going to make him come on. So we invited you. You look different. You look different, Brink.
I know. Let's not talk about that.
The beard is gone. I don't know what to say.
Stop looking at me.
Not my Brink.
Stop looking at me, Swan.
Guys, if you want to follow us on Twitter, you can over at _horriblegamers. Also, we do have a voicemail, and that number is 971-319-1421. And please leave us a review on iTunes, subscribe. Also on Podbean. On any podcast listening device that you use, leave us a review. And remember to listen to our network, Hush Your Face. And it was just our network. They have other shows on there, like our brother show, the Nerd of Wells podcast, and our other brother show, the Horribly Awkward podcast. Guys, that's it.
Sweet.
I don't know what to say.
Thanks for having me.
I'm lost. I want to say welcome to the new members to the community as well. We have new members, guys, like 14 new people that joined. I don't know all their names, but welcome, guys. We appreciate you joining. I know a lot of you people have actually reached out to me, messaged me, told me that you like the show. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate you reaching out to me. Know that all your feedback is appreciated, and we do listen to it, and I do share it with all the co-hosts. And if you want to join that group, that is our community over on Facebook, Horrible Gamers Podcast Community. It is linked to our page, so if you just find our page, Horrible Gamers Podcast, you'll be able to go to the group, join it. It's a closed group. You post stuff on there that's It just doesn't show up on your feed like for your regular friends or whatever, or your parents or whoever the fuck. Basically, you just post it on there and only we could see it as members of the group. Guys, let's talk video games. But first off, I want to, real quick, before we continue here, wish our friend Ryan Gibson, the Canadian, a happy birthday, Ryan!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Ryan!
Feliz cumpleaños from Mexico.
Yeah!
Ryan. Happy birthday, man. You're a big old man now. I think he's like 60 years old today. Is he 60?
61? No.
Huh?
59.
60?
40.
I thought it was 60.
Really? He's that young?
Yep.
Yeah, he is
Wait,
40 years
Really?
old.
I thought. Wait, how old is he?
He's 40.
He's actually 40.
Yeah.
He's old man Ryan now.
Yeah.
He's
I
like
thought he
old man
was,
Gunny,
like,
except old man
Older
Ryan.
than that.
The funny thing about it is my birthday's in 3 days, and I'm gonna be 42.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Birthday.
Happy birthday, Clint.
Pre-birthday.
Yeah, this is the pre-birthday show and the birthday show. Guys, we're going to have fun tonight. Let's talk video games real quick, guys, since this is what the podcast is about. And we're going to talk video games today. I played video games, so I'm going to talk about them real quick. One video game that I tried out yesterday, because I did sign up for the Xbox Game Pass thing for the trial. So I was like, I want to play BioShock, kind of. I was like, I really want to play it, but I don't want to buy it for $8. So you have a trial. Why not? So I joined it. Guys, I fucking played Farm Simulator.
Oh my god. You fucking loser.
This is a new show for the show.
Farm Simulator, guys. You're a farmer. You're a legit farmer. You go and you do everything farmers do.
Hey, it's yo Farmer Jesus over here on his tractor. Do you think my tractor's sexy?
I was driving my
Does it turn you
tractor.
on?
I was collecting the hay and putting it into the hay truck. That's what I called
get
it.
that corn. I get the corn for the people.
I'm pretty sure.
LC.
Some people on here are listening there. They're probably real farmers. You probably have farmer listeners right now that are really mad at us for making fun of them. Guys, being a farmer is hard work. Playing this game has taught me one thing. That being a farmer is really hard. You have to do lots of things for really very little gain. And unless you work for Monsanto, you're fucked.
Well, is there like an option to grow Mary Jane?
No, so basically like the game starts off and you can either pick a farm in the United States, which is like the hard mode. Being in the US is a hard farm. So like the other farm is in Europe, somewhere in Europe. I don't know where the fuck it is in Europe. But somewhere in Europe there's a farm. You start off in it and it tells you like, hey, walk over to the tractor. And then you walk over to the tractor. It says press X to get into the tractor. You press X and it's like press A to start the tractor. So you press A to start the tractor. Then it's like press X to attach the tractor to the little hook thing, the little rotor things that rode over the fucking wheat. So you press X to attach that. Then you gotta press B and you gotta hold LB and then press X to turn on the lights. And then you gotta
AK-47.
and then you gotta press like the right trigger to go forward, or you could put it in like cruise control mode. And then when the truck is full, you gotta go dump the truck off. So you go dump the truck off, and you gotta press another button to make the little pipe go out, so you can dump it into the truck. It's fucking hard work, man. All these button prompts had me tired, exhausted. I was very exhausted from working as a farmer, guys.
I was so exhausted while sitting on my couch and moving my thumbs to move the
It
tractor.
was really hard.
So hard.
Just
How
sat on the
dare you.
porch and like smoked your corn pipe for like 4 hours.
Then I went outside and I enjoyed looking at Betty. Mm-hmm. Good old
Looking at
cow.
Betty. Is that your tractor's
That's
name?
my cow. My cow's name is Betty.
Ooh, you got a cow fetish,
Not
do
a
you,
cow.
boy?
Mm-hmm. Real nice. No, so
I like
so
to
then
tip that cow.
no, okay, so I got this far, right? So I went, and then when you put the thing in the hay truck, it tells you jump out of your big truck and go into the little tractor truck. So you press X to get into a little tractor truck. You turn it on, and it tells you to press X to hook up the trailer. So you press X. Then it tells you drive this shit to the drop-off point where you put all the hay machines at. So you drive the truck. So I drove it through all my fields because I was like, fuck that, I ain't taking the road. I'm Jesus the farmer. I'm going to go through my field because I own it. America. So I drove through it, And then I get to the farmhouse where I'm supposed to put the hay in, and I don't know how to get into it. So I'm trying to crash the truck in through the fence. I'm trying to knock over the fence because I'm trying to crash the truck through it. And then I learned one thing last night, that you can't crash trucks through fences in Farm Simulator. That's no good.
Like armored fences.
Armored fences, totally. Reinforced fence.
There's no frostbite destruction.
No frostbite destruction. There was no Levolution in Farm Simulator. So
Then where's the fun?
this game literally is, you got to play as a farmer. That's the, like, if it's just you, like, this is like the most simulation of simulations you can possibly get in a game, guys. I'm not kidding. If you have Game Pass, just download it and try it for yourselves. It is fucking hardcore simulations. You got to press a button for every single thing that you do. Every single thing. Like to turn on the tractor.
That's just like real life.
To turn on the lights. To do this, to do that. It's like real life, man. It's tiring. It's exhausting. I was tired as a farmer. And then I turned it off. And
I've seen various gameplay of it.
didn't go back to it.
Looks terrible.
Yeah.
Dude, why would you want to come home after working an entire day at your shitty job and then simulate playing an even shittier
Maybe
job?
some people want to be farmers, Brink. I don't know, man. Like, if you ever really thought that you could be a good farmer in your life, you sit there and you work in your office job and you think to yourself every day, man, I could really grow some good crops. You know what? Only if I had my own farm. Well, now you could do that. You just play Farming Simulator. You'll have your own farm.
Do you think farmers are playing like Office Simulator?
Maybe.
games?
I'm thinking that's what it is. That's what's happening.
They might.
Right now.
Or they're just
I want to
playing
know what
The
the office
Sims.
vibe is.
You know, there's people, Brink, that grow up in cities like New York City, Chicago, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, Seattle, and they've never seen a farm. They've never ever seen a farm. All they know is the big city, man. And they want to know what a farm is like. You go and you play Farm Simulator, you know what it's like. You got your cows, you got your chickens, you got your goats, you got your tractors, your big yellow tractor, the big green tractor, and you drive those motherfuckers around, and you go and you drop off hay everywhere. That's what it's like.
Actually, Jesus, I grew up in Chicago, and my first job was a farming job.
Wait to ruin my logic. All I'm saying is, Farming Simulator, guys, go try it out. It's not for everybody, because it wasn't for me. But hey, I guess it could be for somebody. That's all I'm saying. You know what? That's all I'm saying. Another game that I played this week, guys, is Formula 1 or Formula 1 2015. Is that the game you played the other week, Gunny, when I was last on, like 2 weeks ago? Is that the one you said you played, F115?
I think it was 14, but I saw 15 was on sale. It was pretty cheap.
So
I think I'm playing 14.
15, I also played it because it is on Game Pass as well. So Game Pass, man, 100 games. They have a bunch of games on there. So I was just like, I'm going to try all these games out. Why not? So I downloaded F115, and I couldn't even make the qualifying race.
It's tough. It is tough.
I couldn't even qualify.
Did you go back to farming after that?
I wanted to go back to. It made me want to go back to farming. I was like, look, man, I tried being a farmer.
Look, I'm not a racer. I'm a farmer.
I tried being a big league racer. I couldn't. I was like, you know what? This farm life isn't for me.
Deep in my soul, I'm a farmer. I'm no Formula 1 race car driver.
And I went to Formula 1 thinking I'd be in the big leagues like my granddaddy, and no, it didn't work. So
We're going to Talladega.
I actually got disqualified from the qualifying.
This ain't no John Deere, buddy. Get out of here.
Because I was like driving, and I was like, you know what? Fuck this. So what do you do in games like NASCAR games and Formula 1 games when you're doing bad? You go the wrong way on the track and you crash into somebody. That's what I do.
I did it all the time in NASCAR
I
games.
turned my car around, and I was like, I'm going to crash into the next motherfucker that comes at me. So I was hauling ass, and boom, I crashed into a car, and I was like, you've been disqualified for going the wrong way and causing a wreck. I was like, oh, fuck.
You got to go around that track at least 100 times to
I can't even start my career.
Maybe come in 3 seconds over on your qualifying.
No, and it's really hard because I was playing this on beginner mode. So there's like, when you start off the championship mode, there's like, it tells you like you're going to start off your first race, right? Because the championship mode is like where you're starting off a career, and the goal is to like win the championship or whatever at the end or whatever, like make it to the championship and win or whatever, right?
Right.
And make your team win, or I guess your team has to win, so you and your buddy racer or whatever have to win. Anyways, It's really crazy because in the first race or whatever, it tells you in the beginning of the race, like before it starts, it tells you pick which mode you want to play. So it tells you like it's called like easy mode, and it's like, oh, you'll play like 15 minutes of the qualifying laps. So it's like the laps that gives you like the position that you start off at in the actual race. And then it tells you like you'll play like 15% of the actual race. So you'll do like maybe 10 laps or 15 laps. And then like the next thing up is like play the medium or whatever mode. And there's like 30 minutes of qualifying laps. So you literally are playing 30 minutes of trying to qualify on the track.
Yeah, it's
And then
long.
you're
It
playing,
takes a long time.
and then you're doing like 50 laps of the actual race, like an hour of the race itself. That's just the race, the one race. This is the first race of the career. And then you can do like the ultimate simulator mode or whatever the fuck it's called, like advanced F1 racer mode or whatever. And then that one, you do 1.5 hours of qualifying laps and like 2 hours of the actual race.
Yeah, I think I chose normal.
Yeah, it's not easy.
I was still 3 cars
Got time
behind.
for that.
It seems like a game for like that Farming Simulator and this Formula One game are totally for like the people that are hardcore into this type of stuff, man. That are like really into formula racing or into like being a farmer. I guess I don't know. I mean, that's what it seems like to me, right? So like, if people really want to simulate, like they're really in a fucking Formula One car, I guess this is for you. It's like it's totally
'Cause
simulation, though,
you
man.
could tweak the tires and
Yeah.
decide what kind of tires you want.
Yeah, so like as I was racing, I was wearing my headset, and like it's pretty cool because the sound is really good in the game. Like you can hear the cars and shit coming around you, and you hear the guy on the headset like talking to you. He'd be like, "All right, man, you took that turn way too fast. Like you need to slow down before you come up on the turns because you're putting too much heat on the brakes, and you're gonna wear out your pads faster. So slow the fuck down before you get to a corner." So then it tells you to slow down. Or like if you're cutting too close to a car, he'll tell you like, "Hey, back off of that car. You're getting too close to him. You're gonna crash into him."
Actually, what it does at the beginning of the race, well, when you're kind of first starting out, I think it does it throughout the whole race where it'll tell you to lay on the brakes because you need to heat them up so they'll stick better.
Yeah, and
Well, I
then
think
they'll
that's
tell you
during
that,
the
right?
race.
Like, yeah, that like they were telling me that too. Like, yeah, you need to put some heat on those brakes or whatever. Like, make sure you fucking hit them hard. I'm like, what the fuck? You just told me to lay off of them, asshole.
And you'll tell too because if you're not really holding the brake down, you're not going to slow down enough for a turn. So,
Yeah.
but then I was like, I mean, of course, the racer in me is going, why do I want to use the brakes? That's the last thing I want to do.
Exactly. You're supposed to go
Use the
fast,
gas,
right?
accelerator.
Go fast and turn left.
Yeah.
Oh man. Anyways, sorry guys, that was my NASCAR fan in me. Next game that I played, of course, was the amazing and wonderful game called City Skylines, which Jesusopolis is thriving, growing. I'm making tourism happen in my city now. I'm actually repurposing districts that I have in the city to be tourism districts and leisure districts to like add like nightclubs and add like hotels and stuff for the city or whatever, for people to come visit the city, I guess. I don't know why I'm doing it, because I want to unlock these special buildings, and they all have requirements, and some of the requirements are like have 5,000 tiles of leisure buildings built. So you gotta like make a whole district and a bunch of roads, right? To like that district is gonna be like leisure only. Or you're going to have like a tourism district where you're going to have to put like a whole district just for tourism to make those tiles start counting up and building up buildings. And it takes a while, man, because I really felt bad because I had a bunch of stores in a certain district. And like these shopping centers have been there since like the game started. It's for like a long time now, since like I first played the game. And when I repurposed the fucking district to like tourism, all those shops went away. They all got shut down and they all get destroyed, and they're going to build new buildings for tourism. And I felt bad, man, because I was like, man, all those people had jobs, and I just took away all their jobs.
Took our jobs.
I thought where you're doing the district, I thought that was kind of automatic. But I guess you're up into the challenge
I'm
section
doing
now.
like all kinds. I have like fucking 9 districts or 8 districts in my city, like actual painted districts. So I have like the industrial area where like that's just industry fucking district. I have one that's like a forest industry district where like all they do is cutting down trees and shit. And I have like the general industry district. They're making like shit for my stores. And then I have the leisure district now where like they have like nightclubs and gyms and restaurants and shit for people to go do. And now I have the tourism one that I just added recently today, which is adding like hotels and tourism shit to do. The game is really deep, dude.
It is.
Once you start getting into it, it's a big learning curve because I didn't know a lot about this stuff until I started getting into it more. And now I'm really into the game. I have like 106,000 citizens in my city now, which is it's a fucking big city, dude. Like I have a bunch of
biggest town I live in.
I have a bunch of fucking houses everywhere. Like I have a whole area planned out where it's gonna be just houses. Like I've already made that area of the map. I put down all the roads, and I'm like, boom, this is just gonna be houses. I'm not even gonna put stores there or anything there that's gonna distract people from living there. It's gonna be a housing area only, no pollution, just housings. And I put parks down. Like before I put the houses in, I put the parks down. So they have like parks to go to and shit. Like this is deep game, dude. It gets really hardcore.
Man, you've just been going hard on the sim games lately, huh?
Yeah, that's the thing about me. Those sim games, man. I don't know. They really. So like City Skylines, I really enjoy, but Farming Simulator I didn't enjoy, and like Formula One I didn't enjoy. So like, I think like more of the strategy type games that I'm enjoying. I feel like that's the type of simulation that I like, where like it's more like you're thinking and you're kind of just planning ahead, right? But yeah, I played that this week, guys.
I thought I seen you playing something like another kind of sim today or yesterday, and I was like, why the fuck are you playing that?
Really? Well, I don't know. What the fuck was it?
What were you playing? What were you playing last night?
Oh, I was playing Farm Simulator.
All right, that must have been it.
That must have been it. Yeah. You're probably thinking, why the fuck is he playing Farm Simulator?
Yeah, it's like the most random game to see you playing. Like, what is he doing?
Did Jesus get kidnapped or something?
A couple days ago, you're playing Skyrim and then Farm Simulator.
Farm Simulator.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, guys, I played a few other games. Battlefield 1 is always the one on the list. Today I bought Deus Ex. What's that? Mankind Divided. I bought that because it was like $15 on the Xbox.
Did you play it?
So I haven't played it at all. I just downloaded it today, literally like 2 hours ago.
I didn't like the first one.
I kind of looked into this one. I read reviews and it scored really high. It has like 9 out of 10s and shit, dude. So like
on the newer one?
Yeah, on the newer one. It's $15 on Xbox
It looks
Live.
cool.
I thought it was poorly rated and nobody liked it. Since nobody liked it, I didn't buy it.
I think it has poor like user reviews and it has good critic reviews.
Well, because it's like an open world Deus Ex, right? And that's the first time they've done that.
So like the critics really liked it, but I think the users didn't like it. So I don't know. I might enjoy it. I might not. One of the reviewers called it like, what do you say? Like GTA open world style with like fucking stealth and action, like Splinter Cell. And like, what else did he compare it to? Something else. I forget. Like another game that I really like. Oh, he said dialogue options like BioWare games like Mass Effect. So I was like, fuck, that sounds amazing, dude. Like, I want to play this, so I bought it. I mean, it's $15, dude, and I had like $4.
Did you say $15?
Yeah,
on the game sale, Ultimate Game Sale.
Yeah, and like the Ultimate Edition or whatever, like the Season Pass one is $22. But I went into the Season Pass to see what it adds in content, and it's nothing game related. Like it's not like any story or anything like that. It's just like 2 weapon packs and like a skin. And like some kind of credit or something. And I was like, I don't want this bullshit for $5-7 more. So I just went with the regular edition.
Nice.
But I'm gonna play that this week. Hopefully, get into it. But guys, another game that I've been getting into, like Brink said earlier this week, was good old Skyrim. And man, I don't know, Brink. I think we're gonna have to talk about this real quick. So I launched the game this week, guys, and I went and I saw the good old mod screen there, and I went into the mod screen and I started fucking around with mods. So you PC gamers, Gunny and Clint, you probably know all about these fucking mods.
Yes, yes we do.
Actually, a friend of mine created one of them.
Yeah, so I started adding a lot of mods to my Skyrim game. A lot of mods. And this time I actually went through and I researched them, and I kind of did a load order for them, and I kind of figured out the way I wanted them. So I added a bunch of mods to make the game look prettier, to make the bridges look better, more dynamic bridges, immersive citizens, more plants and shit around the fucking map, more plants inside the city. So like if you're walking through the city, you'll see like weeds and shit coming out of the fucking concrete. You'll see like plants next to the houses, inside the houses. You'll see like people having decorated fucking plants, better rugs on the ground.
Yeah,
better fire, better trees.
Rugs are awesome.
Better rocks.
Yeah, 4K.
Oh man,
rock.
better skies, better.
Did you
fucking
get the
weather.
Dynamic Dragons one?
I haven't got that
sweet,
one.
Man.
And I saw your mod list this today actually on the post, Brink, and I'm gonna copy that mod and start a new game with those mods.
It's a good load order. It's
Oh
working well.
man.
Dude, it
It's
makes
crazy.
such a difference.
It is
doesn't
crazy how much of a because I did play vanilla Skyrim Special Edition, Brink. I did play it like when the game first came out, like last September or whenever the fuck it came out, November. I bought it day one, and I played it a little bit, and I was just kept thinking to myself like, man, this is okay, but like it's not.
It
like
looked better. It did, like quite a bit better, but it still looked like a dated game.
Yeah, it very definitely. But dude, adding mods, it fucking makes the game look amazing. I'm just like, I literally when I added all the mods like the second time around, and I went through, started a new game, and I got out of that first cave where you escaped the dragon or whatever. I was like, wow. Like literally, I was like walking through that hill, going down the hill, like with my mouth open. I was just like, holy shit, what the fuck is all these plants and shit? Looking around, I was looking at the people, I was looking at my guy. I have a thing where like I have a mod that adds like if it's raining, your armor gets kind of wet and you can see like the wet spots on your leather.
Yeah,
I have one where
wet
like
and cold.
if you're walking through like the snow, your weapon will get kind of icy and your arms will get all icy and you get like fucking frost breath.
See, here's the thing though, and I know you did this too because I watched your mixer stream for a little bit. But now, instead of playing the damn game and enjoying the game, you're walking up to ropes and just staring at the ropes, going, "Man, that's a good looking rope." I wonder if there's any other rope mods.
I did that.
Go back
Look
to
that
mods,
rope.
maybe there's a
man.
4K rope mod.
Rope, you look
That-
good.
High def rope mod.
No. But guys, these ropes and these bridges and these things look so much better. You're just like, I gotta walk up to this rock. I gotta see what this rock looks like.
Yeah, look at that detail on that rock.
Look at this nice rock.
And I walked in.
I think I can see myself in that.
And I have another mod, Brink, where like the water makes it look more realistic. So like in a lake, the water sits still; it doesn't flow. But when it goes to like a river, the water starts flowing, and holy shit, that makes a difference.
Did you get the HD fire mod?
Yep.
Fire texture mod? Yeah, boy. Yeah,
What
boy.
about the lamp post?
I haven't got the lamppost. That's the one that has like a bunch of lampposts through the
lamps.
roads, right?
Yeah, and it looks really good. Yeah.
Whoa, that's
It makes, because these mods can make the game look so much better and it
fuck, that was
runs fine on
creepy.
the Xbox One. How come they didn't just make it look better in the first place? That's what blows my mind.
well, yeah, that's what I was thinking to myself too, Brink. Like, it blows my mind how fucking it's just these mods make the game so different. Like I was thinking to myself, how the fuck did Bethesda not think of all this shit when they first made the game?
I love how they opened this up for the community.
The community goes hardcore, dude. Like they
do.
have so many mods. You literally can, and there's a mod that I downloaded on my thing that adds a whole new story. Like
Yes.
it literally adds a whole new area of the map, a whole new dungeon, and it literally on the mod it says, "This is a whole new expansion to Skyrim. To open this quest, you're gonna find a cave and you're gonna walk into it and it's gonna activate a new quest. This quest will last you 6 to 10 hours."
Wow.
What's
There's-
that one called?
That's
There's
like
mods
full
that'll
game length.
start.
And that one's like a full. It's some kind of mod, Brink. It's very popular. It's like on the favorites list on the top most popular one. And I looked it up, and that mod actually won awards from like different fucking places. It won like the best mod award in 2014, 2015, 2016. It like won the best fucking story for this blah blah blah, best mod story. Like I was like, holy
that
shit.
might be the guy who made this huge expansion mod and then he ended up getting hired
It may be him, because this is like a whole expansion to the game, like 6 to 10 hours. Dude, like, I'm just like, how? You know what I mean? Like, how do you come up with this? Like, you gotta have a lot of time on your hands, but you gotta really be dedicated and love this game. And the game is fun though. One of my favorite mods now that I enjoy a lot is no load screens in the cities. So like when you walk into a city, you know how usually you have to load up when you walk to the doors? This mod, you just open the doors and it just walks right into the city.
That was cool. You put that video up. That was pretty good.
Yeah. It works great.
I gotta look for that because
I've actually messed with that one.
Man.
That one, that's huge because you just skip the complete loading screen when you walk into a city, like any city, like the big cities or like Whiterun and shit. You just walk into the castle, and then you can, when you're leaving the castle, it does the same thing. You just open the gates and you walk out.
If you can skip the load screen, why is it there? I don't get it.
I don't know. The door is just there. I mean, I don't know why, but I mean, you still load. You'll still load when you walk into like a building. You still load for that, but you don't load when you walk into the city itself, which is pretty.
Do you remember playing on the Xbox 360 and you had the choice in your options menu to, do you want to save the game when you open a door? And you would just have to choose like, no, don't save, because it would just take way too damn long to do both.
One thing that I know about Skyrim is to save often because a lot of times the game will crash. So I have mine set to every 5 minutes on my thing. Which hopefully works out.
I didn't even know you could set it like that.
Yeah, you go into your you go to your system settings and you go to like auto save and it says how often you want to save in it. Default is 15 minutes. You can put it down to 10 or to 5. The 5 is the lowest, I think. And I have it to 5 now. Because I think that's how I had it on my 360. Every 5 minutes I would save automatically. But it's good to hard save as well. So like let's say you're about to start a quest. You should hard save before you start that quest or before you walk into that dungeon, because if you're in that dungeon and you die, and the game saved like right when you enter that room where you're about to die, you're just gonna keep dying every time you load up, right? So you want to load up from the beginning of the dungeon, so you load the older save. But yeah, Skyrim, guys.
Yeah, man, the mods are cool, but as soon as you start getting into the mods that like make you more powerful. That's when it starts ruining the game. At least me. I gotta stay away from those.
I didn't fuck with those very much, because the first time I did mods, like January of this year, I remember I talked about it a little bit on this show, when I crashed my game, I downloaded a mod that like it's the unlimited cheat mod. So you basically open this book up, it takes you to this dungeon, and you literally have every weapon, every piece of armor, every potion, every scroll, every shout.
Yep.
Everything in the game.
You can summon every creature.
You have nothing to work towards.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking to myself. When I was in that room, I was like, there's nothing fun to this. Like, when you have this, like, there's no fun in the game anymore, because you can like, have the purple glowy armor, which is like 3,000 rating or something like that. Like, it'd be cool if I could find this armor in the game, you know what I mean? Or, like, somebody, like, I did a quest to earn this armor. Like, I don't want to work for it. Yeah, I don't want to get this shit just by clicking a button or whatever. Like, I want to work for it a little bit. So in this game, I'm just playing it like regular Skyrim. No achievements, of course, because the mods disable achievements. But I didn't put any enhancing mods that cheat. The only mod that I did that was like that, Brink, was the one that your followers don't die.
Yeah.
So you know how usually your followers die, like if they get attacked by a dragon, they could get eaten or whatever, then they die, then they're fucking gone. And this mod, basically they can get attacked and they can fall down. Once they get to like really low health and they get hit for like the last hit, they don't die, they just go down to one knee and then they kind of heal up. Then they get back up and then they start fighting again.
Yeah. I did do several that just add more weapons to the loot pool. Just because, more variety always keeps things more interesting.
Totally, yeah. There's like some that add like little sights to the crossbows. I was thinking, should I add that? Is it going to really be that much of a difference? I don't know. Maybe.
One that does make a big difference is there's one called the Oblivion HUD mod.
Oh, really?
And it rearranges to your HUD and everything's on the bottom left like in Oblivion. And instead of having a big crosshair, it just has a little dot in the center, and it looks real nice. Like it.
Yep.
You'd be surprised how big of a difference that would make.
The HUD was one thing I loved in Oblivion that I wish they hadn't messed with in Skyrim.
Yeah, exactly.
But the one mod that I keep messing with that one is with Skyrim is just more for entertainment purposes. It doesn't add weapons. It doesn't change the graphical enhancements or anything. It's called the Kenny Loggins mod.
Kenny Loggins mod.
And what it talked about this before.
Yeah.
Oh,
it
boy.
replaces the dragons with fighter jets from Top Gun, and it plays Danger Zone when they show
Okay,
up.
that's awesome. Does it play the music too?
Yes.
Yeah, it has the music.
That's so awesome.
That's
And
pretty
then
cool.
when you kill the dragon, you hear like playing another song. And it's like, I'm all right. Don't nobody worry about me.
Wow.
I thought you were going to change your dragons to Thomas the Train.
There's a bunch of mods for all kinds
I
of
heard
things.
that. There's another one where you can turn them into like Macho Man Randy Savage.
I've seen that one, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that one before.
Dude, that Thomas the Train one is terrifying.
It is. Fuck Thomas the Train. That train is scary
I
as
won't
shit.
do it. That thing will give me nightmares.
Exactly, yeah.
But yeah, if I totally recommend Skyrim with mods. If you're gonna play this game, just do it with mods, dude. Make the game look as pretty as you possibly can on the display that you have. You know, why rob yourself from that experience for achievements? Personally, I don't give a fuck about achievements, so I was like, I don't care. I'm just gonna play.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and if you're playing it on PC, there's even more mods than there are on the console.
Dude, I went to Reddit. Okay, so
Wow.
good old Reddit. I went to Reddit and then I looked up Skyrim, the Skyrim subreddits. And there was one called Skyrim porn. There's some crazy Skyrim screenshots in that one, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Like I saw one where like this person was running it like ultra settings, 4K texture packs, like all this 4K shit, HDR. Like he took a screenshot of that shit. I was just like, it doesn't even look like Skyrim. It looks like a fucking, like you're looking at a forest.
Yeah, it looks photorealistic.
Like you're really like in a forest. Like he took a picture of a forest and put it in the thing. I was like, wow.
There's a application I have here on the PC called the Nexus Mod Manager. And so you can get a lot more of that stuff like Clint was saying for the PC.
Yeah.
That's just amazing. So if you don't want to use the official Bethesda mods, you can go that route.
Yeah, one of my coworkers actually has a mod on there, and I forget what he named it, but in this mod you actually have to eat and sleep and drink and bathe and stuff like that.
Yep.
I forgot the name of the.
It's like I need food or something.
I've seen that
it
one.
adds an extra bar.
I've seen that one on there.
Health and
if you get too cold, you have to build a campfire. All that crap.
Yeah, because he's like, you can sit here and run through days and it doesn't mess with your stamina or anything. And he's like, you can go through the whole game and never sleep once.
Yeah, but that's
like,
too. That's
or
too.
Eat or anything.
I think it's called survival
for
mode.
me.
There's a few of them. I mean, there's probably 100 of them out there.
Some people want to really be like live in that world, and
I totally agree with you, Brink, and I totally, no fault to those people because Skyrim is an amazing game.
Oasis.
It's not for me, dude. But yeah, it's totally Oasis. Like, there's a mod that I saw on the list that was like work in Skyrim, and I was like, what? So like I looked at it and it said like, yeah, this mod right here, it adds 100 jobs to Skyrim. You can work as a merchant, as a bounty hunter, as a soldier, as a fucking guard, as a fucking messenger, as a courier, as a fucking bard. You can do whatever basically any job you could think of that's in Skyrim, you can do in this game, like with this mod.
Be a farmer, Jesus.
Yeah, you could be a fucking farmer. You can be a farmer. Like it tells you, like you can be anything you want. And you basically, instead of playing the game like you usually would, you just work for money and you just survive. Like you just work for gold.
But
just the grind, man. The grind.
But can you run and manage a brothel?
I don't know. You maybe can. I don't know, man. There's mods for everything, dude.
Yeah, there's pretty much, basically.
Brothel
Half the mods
simulator.
in there are just screenshots of half-naked
women,
computer-simulated wenches.
Yep.
Heyo.
Yep.
It's like, should I click on that?
Yeah.
How about a
porn
beat for
mods.
ya?
I know Gunny clicks on that after
Oh, yeah.
takes that
Did you-
blue pill.
Did you download
yeah,
any
I
of
feel.
the sound mods, like immersive sounds? Sound of Skyrim?
The one mod that I did do for that, Brink, was I did one that's called like I don't know what the fuck it's called, but the mod basically makes it so like when you walk into like a castle and people are talking, it sounds like you're in a castle. Like it sounds like a big room.
The acoustics, reverberation.
Yeah, I got that. You know exactly what it's called. Yeah, that mod. And then the other mod that I downloaded was the storms and the weather sounds realistic. So like when there's like a thunderstorm, it doesn't sound like the same thunder and like all the time, like the same thunderclap. It's just like it sounds different and it sounds fucking loud, like it's shit, like it's super loud. Sometimes it's really low because the lightning's going off far away or whatever. Yeah, I added those.
Man, yeah. Download the Sounds of Skyrim Cities, Sounds of Skyrim Wilds, and Sounds of Skyrim Dungeons.
I did do cities,
and it makes a huge difference. It's just you can like standing out in the wilderness and just standing there hearing it. It's amazing how much more immersion it creates. Just it sounds like you're there, and it feels like you're there.
It's crazy how much
I can almost smell it.
It's crazy how much the little shit adds in immersion, right? Like you're just like, wow, like wow. Like there's one mod that's literally all this mod does. You know that Honeymead brewery that's right in front of Whiterun, where like they have all the bees and shit.
Yeah, where I want to work.
There's a mod where all it does, all this mod does, it doesn't do anything else but this. It just adds beehives to that building. And it looks so much better with the beehives. I'm just like, how the fuck did Bethesda not think of adding these when they made the game? Like, what the fuck? It's just like that little shit like that.
I don't get it. It's like the static mesh improvement mod. It's like if this barrel could have been round to begin with, why isn't it round? Why do I have to download a mod to make this barrel round?
Exactly.
Doesn't make sense.
I don't know. I really enjoy the mods, and I'm probably gonna go through and switch all the mods to the mods you have, Brink, because you seem like they have a lot. You went through for like hours, and because I saw you on that screen.
God.
I saw you on that screen.
I spent some time. I watched YouTube videos for hours looking up load orders and which mods work with what mods. Because I wanted mods that made the game look better, but when my game starts crashing and I start getting frames per second drops, I'm not interested anymore.
Yeah.
You know, it's not worth it at that point.
Right.
But I want mods that make my game look better and it runs just as good. And I seem to have gotten that, so I'm happy with it.
Totally, dude. Yeah. But yeah, that's Skyrim, guys. And of course, that kind of ends my list. I have one more game, but I'm pretty sure Eric's going to mention this game when we get to it. So I'll just wait for him to mention it. With that being said, that's all I have. Brink, what you been playing, man? It's been a while since you've been on the show, right?
Yeah, well, we talked about Skyrim. I picked that up. I got it for $20 between the Ultimate Game Sale and then I got a couple of $5 Bing Rewards cards.
Okay.
Because I've been saving up a little bit. Free money. It's awesome. But I played Skyrim and I've been playing Paladins a lot. I play that like pretty regularly. Even when I don't play it, I just log in and get the daily login bonus. Because you got to get that bonus.
I do that same thing with Gears.
Gears has a daily login bonus? I didn't need to know that.
No, it's like every week you get packs, free packs.
Okay, I got you.
So like every Friday, I get on and I get my free packs, and I see if there's anything going on. If there's nothing going on, then I kind of just either play it or switch games.
I have this weird relationship with Mass Effect Andromeda multiplayer to where, like, when I'm at work all day, I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, that's what I'm going to play next. I need to play that. I'm like, I'm gonna play this character, and it's gonna be awesome. And then I get home and I play it, and it's not very, very much fun. It's like when I thinking about it is more fun than actually playing the game. I'm not sure what it is, because it's very similar to Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, but it's missing some of the magic that one had. So I don't know.
It's amazing that how disappointing that game became for some people. Like that was like the hot topic for people after that.
That is bullshit, dude. It pisses me off that people are mad at that game. That game is good. It's a really good game.
It is a good game. The single player game is good,
solid, dude.
But you can't deny that there are at least 50% of the people who play it hate it.
Yeah, so
it's just not fun for them.
I don't know what they hate about it. Like I loved all the other Mass Effects. Like loved them, dude. Like that's like My favorite trilogy, like, ever. Why?
Oh yeah.
Why, like, is the hate so hard for this game?
Is it the story? Is it character development? Is it weapons? Is it combat? I don't.
It seems it's a solid game.
It's all awesome. It really is. Yeah, I don't.
Multiplayer? Is it good? I think
it's just you know what? We've had a lot of Mass Effect over the years, and it's just more Mass Effect. And I think that even if they would have had Shepard in it, still people would have been bitching. And it's
not
lived out
Mass
its life.
4.
You know, it's the same reason everyone doesn't love Halo now. Everyone used to love Halo back in the day. Everyone doesn't love it now. Maybe half of people love it. Same with Gears of War.
Well, you can't. Gears of War is king.
No, but Eric, you know what I mean. Like you gotta admit that Gears of War 4 probably didn't sell like as many copies as Microsoft was expecting it to. And same thing with Halo 5.
The reason it probably didn't sell was because of Gears of War Judgment. People were scared of the changes that could happen. Like, you know, when Judgment got announced, everyone was stoked. They're like, yeah, this is Epic's last hurrah before you know the series is gone. And then it was just total crap.
I don't know about that. I'm gonna agree with. I think
Judgment was okay.
I think I'm gonna go with what Brink is saying. I think it's just people are getting tired of the same thing over and over. Like Halo 5 did not do as well as anybody thought it was going to do. It's just same shit.
I still stand by my opinion. I think 343 is ruining Halo.
I listened to the Game Informer's latest podcast this week, and they had I think it was the social media manager on for the new Assassin's Creed Origins game. I recommend going to listen to that because he's talking about how this game has just been developing over the last 4 years.
How dare you plug?
They started it after Black Flag.
Well, yeah, this game obviously has been in development for a very long time. I mean, it has to have been. It's a big fucking game. They don't just take a year off of fucking game and like, oh, let's make a game in a year, guys. Like, fucking games take a long time to make, dude.
Yeah. I think they took the break because they needed to. Everyone was sick of an Assassin's Creed.
And that's good. That's good. They don't want to kill the series.
Had so many problems when it came out. It was obvious they needed to spend more time actually working on and developing their title.
Yeah,
and they did a great job with the next one, whatever that was after Unity.
Ubisoft just done the same thing. They killed Splinter Cell. Everybody was complaining that Splinter Cell was not shown at E3 this year. And Ubisoft is like, well, because you guys stopped buying them. The fuck you want us to do, you know? Like,
and now everyone wants it.
You guys stopped buying them, so we stopped making them. Like, what the fuck? Now you guys want them? Okay, yeah, we're working on something. Like, is it going to be done next year? No. The year after that, probably not. It's probably going to take 3 years to make a new Splinter Cell game. But they basically said, like, look, you guys stop buying these fucking games. We're going to stop making them.
I was still buying them. I love Splinter Cell.
Yeah, but it kind of get like, you know what I mean? It gets stale after so many games come out back to back. The only company that does this till the game basically dies is Activision. And they've done it with Guitar Hero, with Tony Hawk. Yeah. They fucking kill a series, dude. Like,
they totally killed Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
It's a shame that we live in this current world of all these people focusing their efforts on rehashing old things instead of focusing their efforts on creating new things. How cool would it be to bring a renaissance of video gaming to where everyone's coming up with new shit and new IPs and it's just bam, bam, bam. That's why people are so hyped about Anthem, because Anthem is brand new. I mean, they showed like a 30-second clip of that game and everyone shit themselves just because it's new. We want something new.
It was like 8 minutes actually.
It looks okay.
Well, I'm talking about the teaser trailer they released before that. I'm talking about the EA conference.
Oh, okay.
Already, the entire internet was blowing up from that game. I went on Reddit and it's like, did you see that Anthem teaser? Did you see that Anthem teaser? That was amazing.
Did you see it?
You know, and just like Cuphead, it's an indie game, but it's different. You know, it's new, it's unique, it's creative.
Yeah, I mean, can we really not think of anything new anymore? Have we already done everything?
Remember when after the or during the E3 conference they said they'll be announcing games for enhancements for the Xbox One X.
Mm-hmm.
and there was this. I think it was Xbox Addict. Me and Gunny follow him on Twitter. I don't know if you guys do, but he said he wanted Sunset Overdrive to be enhanced. I'm like, let's stop with the enhancements or remasters. Just give me a Sunset Overdrive 2.
Yeah,
Totally.
Yeah.
Give me a new game. Don't give me a remaster. I'm tired of remastered.
Is that who that is?
Oh man, we're gonna get a whole nother list of remastered when the One X comes out.
I'm tired of it. I'm
the remastered.
Oh man, remastered deluxe.
Oh god.
Epic remasters.
Enhanced.
the super
For One
remastered,
X.
awesome graphics
The
edition.
4K mastered.
$60.
Yeah, $60 with no DLC. You got to pay extra for the DLC that came out 10 years ago.
It's not as
That's
bad.
Call of Duty.
assets, bro.
And then they're doing everything with like re-releasing everything too for the VR. You know, with like
Yes.
Skyrim and Fallout.
Oh, dude, they're
all that. It's like
trying real hard.
If there's a company that you guys should be
how many
mad
times
at
are you gonna re-release Skyrim?
for
Jesus
re-releasing
Christ.
games, it's fucking
Make
Bethesda.
something new
They've
with VR.
released Skyrim
In our minds.
like 10 times since they first released Skyrim.
It's like give us Elder Scrolls 6 already.
They don't care about you.
Exactly.
VR
Where the
first.
hell? Where the hell is Elder Scrolls 6?
You will keep buying Skyrim if they keep re-releasing it. That's all. I'm
Oh
saying.
yeah.
Nope, because they're gonna do it on VR and I'm not getting it on there.
Well, you
Yeah,
just
Switch.
You will if
I'm
you
not
have
getting
VR.
VR. I'm like Ryan. I am not getting VR.
If you get VR,
just
you will
brace
get Skyrim.
yourselves. I mean, Call of Duty's gonna give you a bunch of remasters. I'm sure you'll get a
Oh, yeah.
remastered of Modern Warfare 2.
Exclusive to PlayStation.
Yeah, and then you have to pay off for all the DLC for a 10-year-old game, which is ridiculous.
You know what I hate about the speaking
Don't
speaking
get me
of
started on that again.
speaking of
please.
Call of Duty 4 remastered, the one that came with the Infinite War or whatever, Infinite Warfare. That one, the one that came with that, the Call of Duty 4 remastered. You know what pisses me off? You know what grinds my gears? That motherfucking game has DLC of the same maps that I bought when that game came out 10 years ago.
Yes.
And I have to pay $15 and I don't get all the maps. I get like 4 maps.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
And people
What the
are
fuck?
doing it left and right.
what the
People
fuck?
are eating it up, man.
I get
that
4
game
maps
is
for
disgusting.
$15.
disgusting.
$15 for 4 fucking maps. I'm like, you can fuck right off with that DLC pack. I'm not buying that DLC pack.
It's like watching
Oh, yeah.
Joe video with that Captain Activision thing he wears, where he's holding up fistfuls of money,
Yeah.
I'm just, I don't know, man. I just, fucking
We'll take-
Activision pisses me off. With the shit they do pisses me off. And that thing about releasing that Sony exclusive Call of Duty remaster just to Sony, that's stupid. That's just stupid.
I see, like
You're
I think the other
re-releasing.
company that does it right.
You're
is Respawn.
releasing a game that was probably sold more on the Xbox 360 than it did on PlayStation, exclusively to PlayStation. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why Activision is suddenly in bed with Sony.
They know for a fact they sold
Getting
more.
paid.
They sold more of Call of Duty 4s back in the day on the 360 than they did on PlayStation, and now all of a sudden they're like, "Oh yeah, we're only on PlayStation." Oh, fucking stupid. Fuck this shit.
Exclusive.
Fuck this. Good. All right. For those who are listening, Jesus has walked away.
He's so
It
mad.
looks like he's trying to set some shit on fire.
I
Yeah.
got some stuff.
He's
you can set
lighting.
on fire.
Okay, he rolled up a piece of paper. He's lighting it on fire,
Uh-oh.
and now he's
Yeah.
holding it up against his wall.
Oh
I see
my
a
gosh.
flame. I do see a flame.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now he's taking his
Okay.
cat.
The wall. Looks like there's flame coming off the wall.
And
There's a little bit of smoke.
he looks like he's about to throw his cat in the fire.
Dude,
That's how mad he's getting.
Oh my God.
I can't watch this.
Okay, good. He changed his mind. Whew, that was a close
Good.
one. Well, now he's going to
Wait.
throw his brother in there. Oh my gosh.
No,
Sacrifice his brother.
dude, what's happening to his eyes? That's not the Jesus I know.
Does it look like horns coming out of his head?
I've never seen them glow red like that before. Holy shit!
Wait, now he's touching himself. I think he's changed his mind. Now he's
He's
touching
rubbing
himself.
his nipples.
All right, heavy
Oh,
breathing.
yeah.
Very
I think
vigorously.
he's back.
Now he's licking his
He's
fingers
got
and
a
rubbing
tub
his
of
nipples
country
again.
crock.
Oh my god, what's he gonna do with that cucumber?
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Just
Don't worry
game.
about
The
it.
game.
Fucking assholes. Brink, what else have you been playing?
I played this like Gears of War game for a little bit.
So did he. So did I. Actually,
Played some Horde mode.
I think a lot of us on the show did.
We started playing and we're getting our asses kicked, and then I like drank a bottle of wine, and then we got our asses kicked even harder.
Yeah, we did.
No.
That was my fault.
We got to put the blame on one person and one person only.
Don't you dare put this on me.
Eric Smith.
Our carrier. Our guide.
Our Gears of War guide.
Decided to pick the sniper class, who doesn't even know how to run the sniper class. I am not the one who picked engineer and doesn't even know how to run engineer.
Gunny, that's Gunny. That's Gunny.
We are the president, and you are our bodyguards.
And you failed us.
And you
failed
let us be
miserably. You let us be assassinated left and right.
I gotta say, there were a few rounds where Eric carried us. He was like the last.
I will be honest.
Dude on there just
so we started off Horde mode. So for the listeners listening, the other day, was it last Sunday or Saturday or
it was Sunday,
Monday, Sunday, something like that, or 4th of July weekend.
No, yeah.
We went and we played Horde mode. We all played together. We all got together. For once, I was surprised. The entire HGP crew was basically together on Xbox Live. And it was me, Wingman from TXL, Brink of Eternity from Horrible Gamers, Eric and Gunny got into a fucking Horde mode, Gears of War 4. First time around, Brink, we're starting up the match. Brink, we're playing this on casual. You should put it on normal, like casual is for noobs.
Yeah. I'm like,
come on, man. Why the hell is normal that hard? It's normal.
We couldn't even get past wave 20.
There's like 3 difficulty levels above that? Come on.
Yeah, dude. There's one even above insane now.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck is playing that. Who's playing that? Who is playing that?
What did we get to like wave 29, wave 30?
Wave 20 something on the first time we played on normal, which was pretty good, but those pouncers, man, they just had us. Dude,
it was every time the bosses came in, dude, we got wrecked.
Yeah.
We survived for a while though. We got halfway.
Yeah, we held our own for a bit. Come on, for a bunch of noobs.
Yeah,
we held our own.
That was my first time playing Horde mode ever.
Yeah, same here.
Overall, we did really good. Just next time, we gotta pick classes that we feel comfortable with.
Gunny is not gonna be engineer. You suck, Gunny. I'm just saying.
That was my first time. Hey, I had a level 1 engineer.
You did a horrible job as engineer.
Me and Wingman, we were running the scout, which was running great because we were both picking up the energy, and I mean, someone could have been heavy.
Yeah, Wing's been playing Gears since day one.
I was the heavy.
You were the heavy?
I was.
And you weren't doing bad with the heavy at all. You were doing good.
I was doing pretty good. I got a bunch of kills on the pouncers with that boom shot, and like. On the second time we played, people, we played on casual, and we made it all the way to wave 50. We had 20,000 points in the bank. We had 4 barricades up. We had 2 turrets up. We had everything, right? We're like, oh, we're going to totally win this. We're totally winning this wave. We're totally going to beat this.
In our mind.
20,000 points in the bank. I mean, we got enough money to just spend it on dumb shit. So...
Maybe next time we roll out with 2 scouts, 2 engineers, and then a heavy.
Yeah, and I think also from what I've learned, Eric, is you don't have to keep buying turrets and all these different defenses at such low levels. Like save that money. Is what I learned.
Fuck you, man. Can you just
what I learned
them?
Is that sniper class is worthless because you get you get one shot, right? But then one shot doesn't kill an enemy. You need like 2 or 3, and they all have to be perfect freaking headshots.
You gotta get.
It takes 30 minutes to reload. It's bullshit.
Dude, the sniper is really hard to get used to because there's a little bit of a delay when you're moving you're aiming and everything. It's really hard.
Enemies are janky, and they're like bouncing back and forth and shit.
There's a certain time, like if they're roadie running, their head is gonna be in the same spot that whole time. So there's a certain way you gotta snipe, and it actually takes skill. Not as much skill as like
Shots fired.
But I'm not that great with the snipe. It's really difficult.
You saying Brink has no skills?
Yeah, you gotta get. The only way to pop a head is like on a fucking low level grunt, and you have to have an active reload.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it takes multiple headshots to take down an enemy.
You know how to active?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, we all know how to active reload, man. We were all active reloading.
Oh, okay.
Go with the Lancer, Frank. Okay, until you get good.
I was rolling. I literally was rolling with
I
the
am
Lancer.
good.
I
Okay.
bought the Lancer a few times, and dude, like that retro Lancer just sucks ass. It doesn't compare close to the
Dude,
real
Retro
Lancer.
Lancer's dope. I love that thing.
The retro is a very powerful.
It's powerful,
Lancer,
but it only has 240 bullets.
and that
You
the
can stab
recoil
dudes.
though is crazy,
You'd stab dudes, man.
dude. That doesn't work.
It doesn't
I
work.
hate.
Does.
I hate using that.
You can't
Stab
stab
dudes
nobody.
every
They all
day.
kick you and
You
roll
stab
around.
everybody.
Yeah.
No,
You
no.
front at them. Come at them, bro.
Anyways,
Stab.
people, listeners, we got to wave 50. We thought we had this, and we died the first time. So we get back in there. We still have 2 crates, 2 of those airplane drop things. We pop them open, and Eric's like, "Hey guys, we all get boom shots." So we all got boom shots and shit.
the boom window or whatever it was.
And then
called.
we all did the rocket window. We all got on one window. Did rocket window attack. And it just didn't work, dude. We get killed like at least, how many times do you say we got killed in a row? Like 10 times in a row. By the time we got to the last time we were alive, we had no barricades, no turrets. Our weapons locker was gone. All our money was gone.
$0 in the bank.
We were broke.
Yeah.
Oh, it was sad.
I think even though Eric won't play with us because he's an elitist. And
Whatever.
refuses to
Shut
play
up.
with us, I think we should play some PvP. I think it'd be fun.
Oh gosh. I'll
Eric
play.
will
You
be like,
guys.
I don't play with you guys. I'm ranked too high. Whoa.
Dude,
I'll play.
it's
PvP.
frustrating, but all right. Here's the thing about the PvP.
We get a team. Get a group. Get a group of people.
Yeah.
5-on-5.
The reason why it's frustrating is because you get killed a lot by people taking advantage of the third person.
Oh,
camera
they're, like,
view,
watching around
They're
corners?
hiding behind walls and like
Yeah.
kind of they will sit there and wait
Oh yeah.
as long as it takes. They'll wait
yeah.
there for 5 whole minutes. They don't give a
I do
shit.
it.
And as soon as you coming up, boom, shotgun.
Bam.
Okay?
Yeah, man.
But here's the thing: when you do finally get a kill, it feels so good.
Oh, dude, it feels
Their
glorious.
kills are so rewarding in that game. The PvP is fun, man. If I get 1 kill, I'm happy. I don't give a shit. If I die 30 times, if I kill you 1 time, I'm happy.
The
okay?
thing is, with Gears multiplayer, you have to just grind. You have to keep playing. You can't just, play for a little bit here and then a month later play again because you're just gonna get rocked.
Oh yeah, no. The
Every match you're gonna get rocked.
skill ceiling is very high in that
Yeah.
game. But man, the PvP in that game runs so good. It looks so good. Holy
Isn't
shit!
that 60 frames a second?
That's 60 frames per second, dude.
It does too.
In
It's
that
hard.
HDR, it looks so good.
Yeah, that game is pretty
No, dude,
as fuck.
let's get a group of 10 people and let's do a PvP. Let's do a Gears night. We've done it
Yeah,
before.
that'd be
It's always fun.
Yeah,
It's
that'd be
great.
hella
Yeah.
fun. Let's do that.
I gotta say that getting to wave 50 was awesome.
It was.
That whole experience was really cool, man. But just getting our asses kicked, I could tell, like, when was it? Like, by wave 25, I could tell that all you guys had checked out.
Yeah, people weren't into it.
You guys were checked the fuck.
I
Eric
think
was, like, across the map getting all the
Dude, I
kills.
was into it. I was freaking had my
Eric,
bolt lock,
Eric
bro.
was just like he just shut up and he was across the map, and then
Not me.
Gunny was like, "Hey guys, what do I do?" And then
Wait for me,
Wingman,
Mike, you couldn't shut me
get
up.
on the
I was
the
right.
Wingman was on the right, just sniping
Frickin-
people, and I was just like,
he was on the turret.
I was like, who do I help? What do I do?
I
So I
ain't
was just
gonna
like, I'm
lie,
just gonna hang out
No,
with
I was
Brink in the
running back and
middle.
forth. I was repairing the turret. I was super hyped.
I ain't gonna lie, man. By wave 50, I was shit-faced drunk. Okay.
Brink was
And
like
I was
not even
sniper
talking.
class, man. I was missing every single shot, man. There was nothing I could do.
Brink
We
is
need
like,
to-
Ran over my
Brink is
body
like,
three
I'm
times,
helping,
Frank. I'm like,
guys.
I'm over here, behind you.
I'm helping, guys. I'm helping, guys. That's Brink
Yeah.
right there.
I think
Let's-
if
we
we
need-
were on the zone, we could have done it. We really could have. I know
Yeah.
we could have.
Let's try it again.
Come on.
I mean, I really don't care if I get to wave 50. I just want to try to get the bounties.
I want to beat wave 50. You know, it's like it's a milestone. We were there. And then we just
Yeah,
walked
I
away.
saw my achievement list after after that whole debacle crap, and fucking that one achievement to beat
Wait,
Wave
why'd you look at
50.
your achievement list, you bitch?
Oh, cause Wingman told me there's an achievement for destroying like a card, like an elite card or whatever.
I know, but you don't care about achievements.
And so I was like, do I have that achievement?
You're just giving me
And then
shit about achievements. Remember that?
And I checked it.
And you're over there looking at your achievement
and
list.
yeah, so I went to the achievement list for Gears of War, and like, that one achievement for beating Wave 50, I don't have that. It's like
You want to get it,
99%.
You like getting achievement.
Bragging rights achievement,
Like
right?
Hold on.
I just want that achievement because it's like 99%. So now I gotta get it.
It was a glorious
Because
achievement to
achievements
get.
are-
Jesus,
it
once
felt
you
great when
finally
I got
get
it.
it, it'll feel so good.
You know what? I just don't want Eric on my team anymore. He just
What the frick?
I think next time if we just do it with us, but
I think we'll do
not
it. I think
anywhere
Eric was
near
holding
Eric,
us back.
I think we'll be able to
Eric,
get
you
it.
could be in the chat.
I'm
We're gonna
I'm offended.
I just
I'm
think
legitimately
you can be in the chat.
offended.
I just
Coach,
think-
you take out a Brumac without Eric. I think we could.
we could have.
I'm the one that took the Brumac out.
with our special help and guidance through the voice chat.
Remember, I was
Dude,
yelling
I
at
was
you?
ignoring all of you.
No, you weren't. Don't lie.
I was.
How dare you?
I took my headphones off.
We
I
were
don't
like
know this
fucking.
game.
We were like
Gunny.
goddamn customer support, and you were like a Comcast customer with no internet service, and we were fucking helping you get that shit back.
We can have Gunny working on the suppository, and we'll all just
Yeah.
kill the Brumac.
That's what I call it.
The suppository, Gunny, really? Who the fuck calls it?
I don't know.
The
It's just kinda-
suppository.
I didn't know what to call it. I didn't know the name.
Suppository.
Guys, I don't know what to call this base thing over here.
Suppository.
Tell 'em all.
Instead of calling it headquarters or base, I'm just going to call it the suppository.
You know what? You guys go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do
Yeah.
Horde without me, and I'll sit back. I'll watch you on Mixer, and I'll laugh at you.
We got this.
We got this. We're going to beat
Go
Wave
for it.
50.
Too.
We'll beat
Normal.
Wave 55.
I'll have my Xbox ready. I'll be ready for the invite when you guys will be like, "Oh, we need Eric.
Bro, we're on Wave 50.
You're pretty
By
confident.
ourselves."
Hey, bro,
For a person who couldn't beat a Brumac for like 2 times, you're very confident.
We need your help.
Snatchers, man. These snatchers. Those things scare me, dude. And what are the big ones called? Like the big things that they'll down you and suck you up in their belly and shit.
Oh,
Snatcher.
yeah.
Those things
Snatcher.
are horrifying.
They are horrifying.
Snatchers
I
and
like
then the
Those are
pouncers.
snatchers, then what are the little ones?
Especially when you're in the belly of
Pouncers.
it.
Those are pouncers
pouncers.
and then
Yeah,
snatchers.
pouncers, man. Yeah.
They're like
God, that's-
flinging balls of
Beefed up enemy
molten
bosses a
lava
little
at you.
bit.
Anyways, enough Gears talk. Fucking A. Moving on. What else did you play, Brink?
And so you just wait.
What else did you play?
That's it, man. I played some Battlefield 1 with you, but I don't know if that was in the last week.
I
Was
think
it?
it was.
That-
Yeah,
that was
we
fun, though.
played
That's fun as shit.
Neville Knights, the new map.
Yeah.
Dude, that map
That
is
game-
so beautiful. Fuck,
It is
that
beautiful.
map is
And that
amazing.
game plays really good. I think it's just every other game. It's maybe a little too much Battlefield. You know,
that game.
Because when I'm playing it, I'm like, I kind of want to play Battlefield 4, and then when I'm playing Battlefield 4, I'm like, I kind of want to play Battlefield Bad Company 2. When I'm
Nah, not
playing
me.
Battlefield Bad Company 2,
I stick to
kinda wanna play
Battlefield.
Battlefield Bad Company, and then
No, I stick to Battlefield 1. I mean, I stick to this game. The only problem with this game that I'm having is lag. For some reason, every match is like a little bit of lag, dude. And like, it's been so bad sometimes that I'm aiming at my enemy. He's in front of me, like 10 feet away. I'm aiming dead center, chest shot. I unload an entire fucking clip into him.
Yeah.
And he doesn't die. Like, he's just like the bullets completely fucking magically curve around his body, and like he's like fucking Xavier from the X-Men. He's just blocking all my bullets or some shit. I don't know what the fuck he's doing, dude.
I hate it when I get to 26% and then I die. Like, how did I only get 26% when I had the beat on him?
I have beats on people, and like I'm shooting them, and they're just like boom, and the fucking shotgun killed me. I'm like, the fuck? How the fuck did you just kill
hey,
me?
I'll say one thing. Every now and then you play a game and you have this moment, this awesome moment, and you're like, this is why I play games. This is awesome. You know, it's
Yeah.
so much fun. And we had one of those in Battlefield 1. Man, we loaded into this game, but it was empty, right? This game was empty.
Yeah.
And it was me and Jesus And then finally, like, another dude popped in on the other team. And you know how when it's waiting for a game to populate, you can just run around and dick around in the map and, like...
Just blow shit up.
You can shoot enemies and kill them, but it doesn't count as kills, and you can't see the name above their head or anything. It's just... It's okay, and so we're like, all right, we got to find this guy, kill him, right? And so we're sneaking around the map. You know, we roll in the tank for a while, and eventually we ditch the tank. And then... we're creeping through the village, and he kills us, right? And so then we're all mad. And then some more people started spawning in, but still not enough to actually start a match. It's like me and Jesus versus like 3 or 4 guys on the other team. And we spent like 30 or 40 minutes just running around this town, hunting these guys down, trying to kill them, man. And that was a blast.
It was totally fun.
Game.
Yeah, they had like a mini tank with them. So then we brought a big ass tank with us, and they fucked us up still. Like, dude, that shit was crazy.
Oh, yeah. We had like a Battlefield Bad Company too.
The whole middle part of the city, the middle was just fucking destroyed from grenades and rockets and fucking tanks. We were blowing everything up, dude.
Before a game actually even started. This is all pre-game.
We were just stabbing people and killing people. They were just shooting us, and we were killing them.
This is Battlefield 1?
Yeah.
Do you guys ever play? You guys ever play the close quarter matches? Whatever they're called?
No, I only play Conquest.
Play those as often.
Frontline and Conquest and Operations.
Yeah.
I miss Battlefield 4.
I do too, man. It's just I'm kind of scared to go back to it. But I do want to go back to it.
Playing Battlefield 1 makes you realize how great Battlefield 4 is.
Yeah, there's a guy in our community. I think his name is Raphael Clinton, and he still uploads videos for video clips for Battlefield 4.
Dude, Battlefield 4, tons of people are still playing that. Tons of people are playing that game.
It's all the people that hate Battlefield 1, they go back to Battlefield 4.
The problem is, I went to Battlefield 4 not too long ago, and I tried to find a match, and like all the matches are like weird servers from like fucking Asia and shit. It's like, who the fuck is playing on this?
Different rules and stuff. It's like, if you use an M16, we'll ban you.
No C4 or no snipers or no respawn on teammates. I'm like, what?
No, doing motorcycle jumps and then jumping off the motorcycle and then planting on C4 on the wall.
Or like it says on there, like, do not pick the helicopter or you will get banned. I'm like, well, what the fuck you mean? Like, don't pick the helicopter. What the fuck? And I've actually been banned. I'm always
picking the helicopter. You can fuck off with that.
So like I try to find
Battlefield 1.
I try to find like actual DICE servers or like EA servers, and they just don't exist on Battlefield 4
They're all over
anymore.
on Battlefield 1. That's why.
They don't exist. Like, they just took them all off. They don't have them at all.
Don't you have one for Horrible Gamers?
I had a Horrible Gamer server on Battlefield. I think I'm just gonna have to buy my own server and like make my own rules again.
It never works, man. I always buy my own server and then it never populates.
It just never gets. Yeah, you never get people, right? You gotta have like the community go in there and like.
Yeah, you gotta have a bunch of people lined up, dude. Otherwise, it doesn't work.
Battlefield 4 game night.
But then you go to join a server and Fred's fantastic fuckfest server is all populated full of people.
Yeah, well, like no C4, no pistols, no this, no that. I'm like, what the fuck?
Just knives.
Yeah, I've joined a server one time where it was just knives, and I was like wondering, like, why the fuck are all these people running around with no gun? And then I look and like, sure enough, it was a server. The rules were no knives or like no guns, only knives, and like no grenades either, just knife.
That's when you pull out an RPG.
Maybe after I've played 300 hours of that game, but other than that, just unlock whatever, everything.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's so many unlocks in that game.
Check that out again. See if
like battle packs are actually exciting. It's crazy.
Battlefield 1 is a beautiful game, though. It just going from Battlefield 4 to Battlefield 1, you realize how much prettier Battlefield 1 is. Like,
it is. Yeah.
Just wow, dude. Like, one of my favorite moments in Battlefield 1, my favorite experience in that game is being like one of the fighter pilots and like the single seater planes. And you just run around it and just take down other airplanes. It is so fucking satisfying to be able to shoot down a bomber. Oh, that's like the best feeling in the world. The other day, I was streaming on Mixer. And this is actually on my Mixer. So if you go over to Jesus Walks a Lot on Mixer, you'll be able to see the stream. During the stream, our blimp had came out, so I was flying around the blimp, protecting it from the other attackers and bombers. And there was this plane that kept spawning and bombing, like killing our teammates left and right. A gunny was on my team, actually. And this fucking bomber kept killing our teammates, dude. So I was like, I need to take this guy out. I took him out once. I'm going after him this time. I'm flying like right above him, shooting down at his guy, trying to kill his gunner. They're shooting me. I fucking somehow crashed into their plane. I was stuck on their plane. Like our wings got stuck together. So now they're flying through the air. I'm stuck on their wings, and I pulled the trigger, and I could see that I was still doing damage if I would shoot my gun. So I just held the trigger down. And it's like wing destroyed. It gives you the points for like the parts you're destroying on the plane. So it's like wing destroyed, engine destroyed, fucking plane disabled. And like they start going down, and they're going down with me because I'm stuck on their wing. Last second, I'm not kidding, guys. You're going to watch this on my stream. Last second, my plane like unjams from their fucking wing, and I fucking take off, and they crash right into the fucking ground. And we were like, probably 10 feet from the ground, dude. They were probably so fucking pissed. Yeah. But I fucked them up. I was laughing. I was like, yes, I got him. Oh, man.
He's a hacker.
That was so good. So good. Anyways. Yeah. What else do we have, guys? Clint. What have you been gaming on, man? I can't believe we're still on what we've been gaming.
Yeah, no shit. But no, I've been playing a little bit of Rocket League. They just released the 2-year anniversary update. So they didn't add any maps, but they added a bunch of the collectible stuff, and it's just always fun to get back into. I also been getting back into 7 Days to Die. Been really enjoying that.
Good game.
That's a survival game, right? Where you're like surviving against the zombies.
Yeah. And every 7th day, the massive zombie horde comes out. Otherwise,
okay.
Otherwise, there's a few that are out there, here and there, and then you're gathering materials and crafting and stuff like that. It's cool because you can, when you start off with like nothing. It tells you for its little level tutorial, you gotta craft your basic like clothes and weapons and thing like that. But
and don't wear too much clothes because you might overheat.
Yeah, and you can find houses and stuff, and then you build up and secure the houses, and you can build all these fortifications around it, and it's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it.
It's fun co-op.
I mean, that's the thing. You can play single player if you want, but the bread and butter of this thing is the co-op. So if you have a couple people that you can regularly play it with, it makes all the difference in the world.
Kind of reminds me of what's that game called? State of Decay.
Yeah,
a little bit. I mean, yeah, just a tiny bit. As far as like what Clint was saying, where let's say it's not even the 7th day, but you're in that house that you're trying to secure, and you've got all the windows boarded up, and they're gonna come and just start tearing those boards down, and it's hard to try and keep those boards up unless you have like more than 2 people.
That sounds like Call of Duty Zombies, man.
But
or good weapons.
Yeah, that's the thing, and you can totally upgrade the fortifications too, and you can like forge all this stuff, and it's a lot of fun. But other than that, I did actually take advantage of the big sale a little bit, even though I told myself I wasn't going to.
Same thing with me, man. I saw Deus Ex. I saw Deus Ex, and I was like, well, it's just $15, Jesus. Like,
yep,
it's just $15. I was just like telling myself that over and over.
Yep. Jesus. Like, me, what it ended up being was the only game that I really wanted was Far Cry Primal. Because the only game in the Far Cry series that I had played before was 3, and I didn't really like it. But people were swearing by Primal, and the Apex edition of it was $22. Well, I was talking to my buddy Loki last night, and he loved Far Cry 4. And he's like, well, dude, they've got the 2-pack with 4 and Primal, and it's $28.
That's a good deal, dude.
Yeah.
I ended up biting the bullet and getting it. and I started playing Far Cry Primal. Oh my god, that game is fucking fun.
I'm telling you, that's a good deal because being as a person that has bought both and I've only beat. Well, I haven't even beat either one. I just gotta say that you got a lot of gameplay for fucking $28, dude. Like, fucking hundreds of hours probably.
Yeah, and then the other game I ended up getting and playing a little bit of today was the remake of the original Resident Evil, because that was $8.
Is that Resident Evil 0 or something?
No,
just
it
regular.
wasn't 0. It was just straight up Resident Evil.
The original. Okay.
Yeah, where you get into the mansion, you go around the one corner, and you see the zombie.
I remember
its head after eating the dude.
Remember the first time playing that game, dude?
What game?
Fucking Resident Evil. My aunt bought it for me. I was like, what? I was like maybe 8 years old. My aunt bought it for me. I remember because she was like a big gamer. I didn't know this like back then, but now I'm looking back at it. She was a big gamer, and I had it on my PS1, and I had just got the PS1. I was so excited, and she was like, "Let's go buy some games." She would always take me to buy games like at the pawn shop, or there was like a little game store that she would take me, and we'd buy used games and shit. Like a local shop in Vegas. I remember she took me and she bought me Resident Evil, dude, like the 2-disc, right? It had like 2 discs on it or whatever. Oh man, I was fucking creeped out.
I've never played a Resident Evil game.
Oh wow,
they're hard.
Never ever.
They're fucking hard.
Dude,
They're hard.
Was it 7? The last one? That
Yeah.
game was
Yes.
badass.
Dude, that game was fucking scary too.
It was badass.
Like like Maya or whatever her name was, your dead girlfriend
The bitch is
in
crazy.
the beginning.
Bitch is crazy.
Dude, when she came and she fucking stabbed that screwdriver into my hand and
I was
like
like,
tried
you
to pin me
bitch.
to the wall.
I'm trying to save you.
I was like, you know what, bitch? We're done. We're breaking up.
Like,
fuck you.
This is over. You're abusing me.
When you finally get away
I
from
was
the
like,
house and
bad
you're paddling away in the boat and you're like, finally this game's over. I've been so stressed out playing this game and it's not even close to being over. There's like another 3 or 4 hours after that.
That game is intense, dude. But the crazy thing about that game that is so creepy, yet they do it so well. Like, there's moments in that game when you think you're safe. You're like, okay, I'm in this hallway. It's kind of like, okay, nothing in here. And then you look back and you at the corner of your eye, as you're turning around, you see someone walking by the door. You're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. And then it's like, then you have to go back.
No.
You have to go back that way. You realize when you get further into the hallway that you have to turn around to get something that you left in the other room. You're like, fuck, I have to go back there. Like, no.
Or when the dude's chasing you around the house.
Oh, man, breaking through walls.
Where do I hide? Oh, my God.
Yes, and then when he corners you in the garage.
Yeah.
Oh, and then when you're in that
garage scene was crazy.
Oh yeah, and then when you're in that downstairs area afterwards, and there's all that like black, like moldy shit on the wall. It's like you don't know when these dudes are gonna like fucking come out of it.
Yeah,
and all of a sudden the dude comes like right
fungus
behind
monsters,
you. It's like,
man.
son of a bitch.
Those damn fungus monsters will come up behind you when you least expect it.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
it's so crazy.
Yeah, dude, it's insane.
Wingman.
But no, I decided I was gonna go back to the game that started it all, and man, I forgot how challenging that game was.
It is. It's hard. Imagine me trying to play that at 8 years old where I'm just scared of the game itself. Fucking shit is hard as fuck. And my aunt is just laughing her ass off because she told me, yeah, you should play this in the dark with the lights off. I'm just like, okay.
You know, I think she
That'll
was messing
traumatize
with
you for life.
She was totally messing with me, dude. It scarred me for life. To this day, I remember that stupid opening screen, Resident Evil. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I can still remember that, dude. I remember all of that. It's crazy.
Dude, I did that with what was that game? It was in space, and
Dead
it had the
Space.
Dead Space. Yeah, dude, I did that. I had my headset on. I had
Like, oh,
all
we'll
the
play
lights off
this.
in the house. All of them off. It's pitch black in my house.
Oh, man.
Headsets. It's blared. It's cranking in my ear. And then you're playing. And you're trying to help the guy. It's like right in the beginning.
Yeah.
You're trying to help him, and this necromancer's like. I'm like
Oh, man,
I
that's
literally
crazy.
paused the game, turned my light on, and I had to just take a deep breath.
What?
Oh,
Guys,
That was me back on the GameCube with Eternal Darkness.
Oh yeah.
That game, like, had some scares and shit, and would just do random shit to mess with your head.
Guys, I challenge you, Eric, to play that Resident Evil 7 in the dark.
Dude, I don't want to play. I hate scary things, bro. I do not watch scary movies. I don't play scary games. The only scary game I played was Dead Space.
For charity, Eric will play a game in the dark. Resident Evil 7 with his headphones on, and his wife will leave the house for the night.
I think we have someone here to corroborate our story about how Eric wouldn't carry us.
Yes, exactly. We have a new witness. I bring a new witness to the stand to corroborate my story that Eric did not carry the Horde Mode team. He failed us at wave 50. Wingman 709 from this Xbox Live.
Yeah, because remember, we made a deal. I killed the Brewmac, and we made that deal.
That's not a get out of the Horde Mode free card.
Yeah,
you got to finish it out.
Part of the contract stipulated, Eric, that you must carry us through all wave 50.
Level 49 on casual. Come on, you lose your car.
Wingman, welcome to the show, Wingman.
What up, Wingman?
I hope you can hear me okay. I got a brand new setup that's not been fully tested.
You sound like you might be using. You sound like you might be using your computer mic at the moment or something. Like you sound far away. Like.
Yeah.
But not that far away.
Yeah,
just kind of far away.
Kind of far away. Not too far away. But you sound okay.
You're like in the room, just.
Yeah, I think it's the camera.
I think it's the camera.
No, that sounds better. That suddenly sounds better. Did you change something?
You heard the clicking?
Yeah.
No, your voice sounds better all of a sudden.
Yeah, I think it's the camera.
Yeah, it's the camera.
Okay, I got to figure out.
Go to your Skype settings.
Yeah, just go to Skype.
That might be in the Skype audio settings.
Anyways, while Wingman troubleshoots his connection here, guys.
But that was all I'd played though.
Awesome.
Shouldn't be that.
Eric.
Yeah.
I'll let you go next, buddy, since we're giving you so much shit about Gears. What have you been playing?
I mean, I put up with it for a while now. Ever since
the show started, kind of.
I think he gave everybody the Gears bug.
Hey,
I'm fine with that.
Do you think the Gears campaign kind of abruptly ends?
No spoilers. I haven't beat it yet.
The Gears ending, I actually really liked a lot. I was happy and satisfied with how they ended it because at the very end, and you see, I'm not going to spoil it, but you see what you see. My jaw literally dropped.
Yes.
Because I put it all together. Like, oh my god!
Which part of it? Like
this is the very end. She has the necklace from her mom.
Okay. Yeah.
She turns it around. I'm not going to go any further than that.
Okay. Yeah. All right. For someone who I spread that campaign over way too big of an amount of time. Okay. And I wasn't real sure what was going on anymore. And when it ended, I was like, what just happened?
Well, basically,
I had no idea what happened.
Like the very first thing, what you're doing is you're trying to find answers from the New Age Coalition. But then things change. Then you're going to go try to find Marcus. So you find Marcus, but then you got to go find Kate's mom. So then
you find her.
You do.
Wait, you might find her.
Spoilers. Then you stop because Marcus gets attacked and captured by a snatcher. And so then you go back after Marcus to go get him, while Kate is also pissed off during the whole thing because, well, you're wasting time. We need to go get my mom. And JD's just like, well, I need to get my dad. So then they get Marcus. Then they go after their mom. And then, But like at that end, dude, I was like, no freaking way. I was so shocked and I was so surprised.
You're gonna have to explain it to me because I have no idea, man. All I know is I was in this sweet ass boss fight and then it ended and it was over and I was like, I don't understand what just happened.
Okay, so like the very very end, towards the end of the game, her spoiler alert. I'm sorry if you haven't beat
I'm gonna mute you guys.
All right, mute me.
You can tell me later if you want.
The
man.
game's been out long enough that I think a spoiler is okay.
Yeah, but we've got some people here that haven't beaten the game, and to take that away from
he's right. It's been out for forever. Just spoil it. Who cares?
Okay,
it's your fault.
Eric's kind of right too, though. That
Marcus is a zombie
fuck up
there.
an ending.
I mean, if Gunny and Jesus are fine with me,
Marcus has gonorrhea.
yes. No, Marcus is a locust. No, I'm kidding. At the very end, Kate has the necklace from her mom because eventually her mom died.
Yeah, I remember that. But what does that mean?
She turns it around and it's the locust symbol. It's the old locust symbol. So Kate is the granddaughter of Maria, the locust queen from Gears 1 to Gears 3.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Yup.
Kate is a descendant of the Locust Queen.
That is why the Swarm.
I did not catch that at all. Not even remotely.
Are descendants of the Locust. They're just. I mean, I think of it as, you remember in Lord of the Rings when they had the big war before, like the for the ring and everything. All the elves were like underground, and then they brought them back up, and they became like the Uruk-hai or whatever. Essentially, that is what the Swarm is. Like they were the dead locusts, and they came back, and that's why they look like they are. Like they're descendants of locusts. So they still have the mindset, and they still have the plan that they need a queen, and that's why they went after Kate's mom. So now that Kate's mom is dead, they're gonna go after Kate now because she's the descendant of Maria. Yeah. And so I believe that we'll get Locust in Gears 5, and it's just gonna.
And what was the significance of showing the other dude after all that? The other dude suddenly reappears, and he is like, "Oh, what's going on?" And then it sort of ends. It was like the end of a Marvel movie where it shows like a brief snippet.
Are you talking about JD at the very end?
Yeah, maybe. I don't remember his name.
Was he a cog? Was he a locust or?
Yeah, he was a cog.
Okay, well, it could have been.
He pops out of one of the snatchers or
Marcus.
No, not Marcus.
I think he's talking about Oscar.
Oh, Oscar. Yeah. Yeah, that was like after the credits, and well, really,
what's the significance of that? Anything?
He wasn't dead. He was just snatched up by the snatcher, and then you eventually find out where he's at, and then so he's alive, but he's going to try to find the group. There's no significance.
Okay, that answers that.
Because they didn't really kill him in the game. He just got snatched, and then you see at the end of the game, oh hey, he's still alive. That's cool.
Yeah, it was just kind of an answer to, hey, what happened to him? Did he die or not?
Yeah.
I will say, even though I didn't quite understand the ending, that game itself was pretty awesome. It was good. I liked it a lot.
But anyway, okay, I'm gonna go back to what I've been playing. So I kind of played a little bit this week. I played No Time to Explain. It's one of those free games we got for watching the Xbox briefing.
Yeah.
On it. And it's just a side-scrolling game, and you have a guy your character has himself come back from time to say, hey, I'm you in the future. We need to do this, but then he gets snatched up by some kind of crab. So then you got to follow him, and you try to kill this crab, and you're going through different dimensions and everything. It's kind of cool, but it was kind of boring, so I kind of quit playing it. I played some Rise with you, Jesus.
And you did.
Multiplayer, and that was the first time I played the multiplayer for Rise, and it was actually quite fun.
The graphics in that game, man, it's just to
they
this
hold
day
up still. They hold
to
up.
this day. There's still some of the best Xbox One graphics out there, dude. Like literally, if you haven't played Rise, you need to play it. It's
like Crysis Engine, dude.
It's graphics powerhouse, dude. I can imagine what like Crysis 4 would look like.
Beautiful.
How are they not making that yet? Seriously. And how did they not announce a Rise 2 yet?
Crysis 4 with CryEngine 3 or whatever the fuck, or CryEngine 4. It's just called CryEngine now, isn't it? CryEngine.
I don't think Rise made a lot of money. I
No,
don't think
it didn't.
made a lot of sales, and I don't think that's why we're going to get a Rise.
Yeah,
2.
it's because of this thing where everybody was pissed off about there being quick time events, even though they were actually implemented pretty well.
Those quick time events are pretty fun because you like chop people's arms off
Hell,
and
dude,
shit.
they were awesome. I loved it. I don't understand. Who cares?
Some of my favorite executions in that game is in the multiplayer when you and like your partner that you're playing with, you both stab the same person.
Did that.
We did that. Yeah,
that was freaking awesome.
That's
like you held him and I cut his throat.
It's like some Sparta shit right there, dude. Like one of them's like stabbing him, and the other one's like holding the guy up. It's like fuck, this is intense.
Like it made me feel like we were actually on a team. You know, like we were working together to do a mission. It was great. Another game I played was The Division with Gunny, and
Hoorah!
I feel like they've made that game harder.
They did.
Because
they haven't. You guys just.
Oh
suck.
yeah.
That might be too. We might just really suck.
Well, we were level 4. I maybe because Eric. Another thing I thought of, it did say that second mission that you chose. I mean, we went through that first one, which was like the beginning. You have to go through it.
Madison Square Garden, right?
Yeah, I forgot what the first.
I get the doctor.
Yeah. That's Madison.
But so
Square
yeah,
Garden.
that was pretty simple. And then I think the second one we chose was like where you go to that hospital area that's close by. It's close by your.
It was levels 5 through 9, but I was like, we can handle it.
Yeah, they were level 7.
Stick to your level, bro. That's the thing about the game.
You were both the same level, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Like close. Okay, because I played with Jesus before, and I was like level 30 or some shit, and he was level like 8, and it was a nightmare.
Basically, Brink had to carry me the whole time. I just stood there.
Oh yeah, no, that was the same with Gunny because he was level 22 and I'm a level 5, and I'm like, they changed it, it'll work. No, I got shot once and I went down. I'm
fuck that game. That game is stupid.
It'll
when
buff
they
the
do
enemies
that.
to whatever the highest like level in the game is.
Stupid shit.
At least that's the way it used to be.
Dumb.
Remember me and Brink one time we were playing, and this one dude we met in the dark zone. Remember the guy we met in the dark zone? That random player we met in the dark zone. He became our friend or whatever.
I remember you telling the story.
The guy, this is like our master guy. This dude, like, met him in the dark zone. He could have totally kicked our asses, but he was like super
Dark
cool.
Zone Sherpa.
He was cool as shit. He was like, "Hey guys,
I'll
help you guys
like
out."
8 years old too.
He like lived there, right?
Yeah, he basically lived. This guy lived in the division. I don't even think he was a player. I think he was an NPC that just lived there, and he's there to help you. Anyways, we're playing a mission, and all of a sudden, like, we see like, oh, this person joined your fire team. And me and Brink are just talking and playing, and we're going to this mission like nothing. This dude joins, and all of a sudden Brink goes down and I go down. Like the sniper just fucking auto lock and shoots us. One bullet, we're down. And this dude's like, guys, why do you keep going down? We're like, dude, you're like level 40. We're level 19 and you're like level 40. And like those guys were totally scaled up to that dude's level.
Oh yeah, and we were doing fine before then.
Yeah, totally.
But he joined our game and he was like 3 times the level as we were, and all the enemies instantly got scaled to his level. So suddenly we couldn't, and we didn't invite him to the game. He just joined.
Yeah,
and suddenly we couldn't feel anything.
Nope.
They were supposed to have fixed that too.
Yeah,
they didn't.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they definitely did.
They fixed it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I know. That's why I stopped playing it because
Fucking division.
it was
Look, that game has some issues, but it has so much potential too.
It could be so much fun. Sometimes,
it is
like,
a really cool game.
playing with that guy when we were with him on his fire team and we were in the dark zone, dude, like, we were kicking ass because he like knew.
Follow us, man. I'm gonna take you here.
Like he knew what to do. He's like, all right, guys.
Chest.
He's like, guys, we're gonna hide right here. We're gonna wait for the helicopter to come. Then we're gonna go up there. He's like,
for you in the dark zone.
he's like, don't go up to this. Don't go up to the rope right away. Wait till somebody throws a grenade first. Sure enough, somebody would throw a grenade, and all of a sudden everybody would be there. He's like, all right, now run up there. I'll cover you guys.
Yeah.
He was like killing everybody for us, and we were just like, oh hell yeah, dude. It's pretty awesome.
You want to get extracted? I can make that happen.
Totally. He was like that type of dude. He was fucking Rambo, and we were just like, they're like, oh, hey, what's up, dude?
You don't know what's going on.
Yeah, we're
just here in the dark zone. You don't have a clue. It's a pretty cool concept, the dark zone.
It is. It's a cool game, I guess.
Some people spend their whole division existence in the dark zone. Like that's all they do.
And we're good at it.
Yeah.
Remember those guys that kept killing us over and over and over and over, and we would spawn and we would run outside and they would just shoot us?
Yeah. Go to seek vengeance and then just get murdered again over and over.
That happened. Oh, that sucked. Anyways, Eric, we don't mean to hijack your
Yes,
segment.
Oh, you're fine.
Keep
You're
talking.
okay.
Keep going.
The next game I played was Doom.
Ooh.
I've ever since playing Wolfenstein, I've been in a Bethesda mood, and Doom it's a great game. It's so
a
gory.
sick game, isn't it?
Oh, it's so great.
Good.
Oh yeah, I mean the soundtrack, and then there's the
thumbs down.
everything, dude.
Dude, Doom is so fast paced. It's got this like guitar riff that's playing and getting you all amped.
Yeah, dude.
You're just seamlessly switching between weapons and just murdering stuff, and it's this beautiful symphony of death.
Is it worth
The only
20?
thing-
Is it worth the $20 that is on sale?
Yeah,
now?
I mean, if you're in the mood,
definitely.
if you're in the mood for just a linear game and you want to just wreak havoc on creatures or enemies, that's the game you want to pick because, like Brink said, the soundtrack just gets you so amped up.
Yeah.
You're ready. You're like you cock your shotgun. You're like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to smash some faces in.
Rock out with my cock out.
And that's the only thing I hate about the game is the melees are like all the same. There's no variation between the melees.
Can't believe Gunny just said that on the show.
I know.
Anyways, I might have to pick this up. It's $20 on
That
the
kind
sale.
of show.
Yeah, man, do it.
Plus the snap map editor.
Don't waste
is
your
totally
money.
Worth it. Creating your
Jesus, you'll love Doom.
Get out of here, wingman.
You'll love it. I'm telling you.
Dude, Doom has a
Creating your
great
own
color
levels and
palette. Doom has a great.
Yeah.
The voice of reason,
we shouldn't
Wingman
be
is
talking
here.
about Doom. Ryan's not here. I thought this would be a Doom-free episode. But I'll give it one credit. It is a heck of a lot better than Wolfenstein. So at least it has that going
Oh,
for it.
okay, I don't know about that. I really like Wolfenstein.
Shit.
I would say Wolfenstein is a lot better than Doom. Dude, Wolfenstein was a freaking.
Wolfenstein actually has a story
Okay,
and
you know
shit
what?
around
No,
it.
they're completely different. Let's not go there.
They are different.
They're both kick-ass games. Doom is way more arcadey.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that new Wolfenstein, though. I
Yeah.
gotta say.
Dude, I'm stoked. I actually, because I finished the game. I did finish that. I forgot to even put that in my notes. I
did.
finished Wolfenstein, and it felt like the greatest achievement I've ever made in my life.
Are you talking about the New Order?
Yeah.
Yes, the New Order.
Dude,
I
that
haven't.
game is sick.
I haven't
game is
played
sick.
Old Bloods yet. I'm just.
Old Blood's good too. It's not as good as the New Order, but it's like a Old Blood deal. It's like a New Order DLC. It's definitely worth checking out.
I don't want to like have too much Wolfenstein in my life
And then
right
get,
now.
like,
Kinda
burnt
wanna
out?
take a break.
Hey,
Yeah.
short and sweet, man. Short
And
and sweet.
but I'm excited to play Old Bloods, and I see it every time I go to my games. I go down there and I'm like, I want to play it so bad, but I still need a break from it. But I beat Wolfenstein, and I went to go watch the trailer for the new one because I haven't seen it yet, and I didn't want anything spoiled. And my questions got answered because I was like, because at the end of the game, he's just there. He blows up with the building, but he goes into a coma, and then he wakes up in the trailer, and what's her name? Anna is pregnant, and it's like it takes place 9 months later after the first one, or the first order, whatever it's called.
And she raped him when he was in a coma.
Apparently, no, because they were banging it out in one room in a little hideout. You got to see that. That was interesting.
Whoa.
But no, all my questions got
Did
answered.
you find
about
any of the old Wolfenstein Easter eggs?
Yes, I found the one because it was you walk up to the bed and it's like Nightmare, but you see the poster of like the old game.
Yeah.
I was like, well, what am I gonna see here? I click Nightmare and I go into that dream. And I'm like, oh, this is
That's
so
fucking cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah, dude.
That's awesome. Yeah.
That
I
game's
remember
got
that.
style, man. That game
It does.
has got style.
Dude, that game it looked great too. A lot of people thought when I was streaming it, they're like, are you on PC? I'm like, no, man, I'm on Xbox. Like, wow, this game looks really good.
Yeah.
Isn't it 1080p 60?
Yeah, I think
gotta
it is.
On
I
Xbox?
watched that last hour on Mixer, and it was with Eric's gameplay.
Yeah, I mean the game, I loved it. I loved every second of it, and I may do it again because there's 2 story modes you could do. There's a Wyatt storyline, and then there's another character storyline.
Oh, the dudes you save in the beginning, right?
Yeah, you either have the choice to save
the rookie or the older dude.
Yeah, and
I saved the older dude. The rookie should die.
I did too, but I want to see what happens when you save the younger dude.
I think I saved the younger dude the first time, and I never played it again. I should
you're
go.
A bitch.
Dude, go back and play.
He has more to live for, motherfucker. The old dude's gonna die anyways, like in 2 years.
The old dude earned his right to live.
Old dude's gonna die 2 years after the war, anyways. Let him die.
I saw the old man in the new trailer too.
You're weak, man. You're just showing weakness right now.
Shut your mouth, Brink.
Yeah, you're just showing fucking. You're
I don't want to be in a war with you, motherfucker. You're gonna let Gunny live over me? Oh, you asshole.
No question. Lives every time.
And go play Wolfenstein.
Gunny lives every time.
Another game I played was The Final Station. It was another free game.
Oh yeah, I have that. Is it good?
It's all right. It's just an 8-bit side scroller game, and I don't know much of it because I played like 10 minutes of it. I got bored with it. I really did.
It couldn't have been that good then.
It looked kind of dumb.
Yeah, I don't know. I may go back to it. I don't know.
No, you won't.
No, you won't.
Probably not.
No.
I don't even know if I'll go back to Ori and the Blind Forest, unfortunately. I'm just so discouraged because I'm like stuck and I can't beat this part. I don't even remember the part where I'm at, but
I still need to finish Max Curse of Brotherhood, man.
I do too.
So do I.
I've tried going back to that game so many times.
And the other game I really want to finish, I got to get it on the Xbox because I had played it on PC, but I want to finish that Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I know how depressing that game is. I don't know if I want to go back to it.
Is it depressing?
It's.
I don't want to be depressed. That's not why I play games.
I saw the ending spoiled for me, and yeah, it doesn't end on a positive note.
Huh.
But I still want to play it though because I just remember loving the way that the game was laid out.
I played another game and I tried the Skyrim remaster with the mods too, but my game crashed and it took me back to the home menu.
You fucked up your load order, dude.
You did.
You gotta get that load order.
You gotta get the compatibility going.
Load order.
Yeah, you gotta be a load order.
I know. I was just picking all the nice things.
You gotta get good at it.
Load order connoisseur over here.
Yeah. I need to know the load order.
Load order all the way.
You're lorder.
The loader.
All messed up, man.
And of course, I played some Gears 4.
We did.
And then I went on the game sale. Like I said, I wasn't going to, and I bought a game today.
Ooh.
I bought Ghost Recon Wildlands.
How much is that on the game sale?
$30 bucks.
$38.
Too much.
Just
too much. I'll buy it when it's 20.
It's too much. Too much for me.
It's too much. Me and Jesus, we played that beta, and we're like,
no,
I don't know.
Not for us. Not for me. I don't have time to play with people online, man. Like
them SWAT team dudes, man. You can be prone in the grass like 4 miles away.
I remember that.
They will see you.
I remember that. We were trying to break into that base, right? And we kept getting killed by those stupid fucking assholes. Yeah, no.
Into it like a prison.
Yeah, it was like some kind of base.
It's not their fault that you guys suck.
How the fuck are we supposed to be Delta Squad elite soldiers?
Elite, man.
We're fucking elite
of the elite.
We're the tier 1 operators, and we're getting our asses kicked by fucking privates.
We have Navy SEAL tactics.
That's right.
We're like,
we have fucking cool call signs. We have cool call signs and cool gear. We're supposed to kick ass. We're Americans. We went in there and we got our asses kicked. It's not cool.
I mean, I'm still learning how to play it. So I got it, and I was able to only really play a little bit of it because my wife wanted to go on a cleaning frenzy, and so I had to help her clean.
One of those frenzies.
Oh man, are you okay?
Did you survive?
Talk about it.
Oh,
you need to talk about it, Eric.
No, we tore apart our bed that we had, and then it was stupid. We had to move because she got a new dresser because our other dresser was broken, and the way we had the layout wasn't working. So we dismantled our the bed frame.
Mhm.
We don't even have a bed frame anymore. It's anyway.
On the floor.
Come down, Eric.
Yeah,
Breathe.
Like
Eric,
the
breathe.
box spring. The box spring is on the floor, and then on top of that is the
That's
mattress.
good for your back. That's good for your back.
Did she morph? Because when the wife morphs, it's all over.
It's morphin' time.
She might have. There's a couple times she told me just to leave.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's the worst.
So then I went to go
Just
play
leave.
And so then I went to go play some Outlands, and then she's like,
You're not helping
need
me.
"Come back." Like, are you freaking kidding me? And then she would tell me to leave it. It was like an on and off thing.
You're supposed to do the opposite of what they say, Eric. God.
Sometimes I just ignore it, but then she just keeps yelling at me.
No, dude. All I'm saying is when she morphs, you gotta morph too. Otherwise, you're dead meat. You know,
Dude, but that's
you
just
gotta meet fire with
more.
fire, bro.
Yeah, but like
You can't go down like that, like a
not
bitch.
more. It's like putting gasoline on her fire, and her fire just keeps.
It's
getting
like
bigger.
it's like firemen that fight wildfires. Sometimes they have to light trees on fires themselves to fight
Yeah,
the
exactly.
actual fire.
Firemen are always starting fires to fight fires.
Because that's what they do.
Everybody knows that.
They're fighting
They-
fire with fire.
arson.
America. Let's go.
But
That's it?
yeah, no. So far, I like it. I'm gonna keep playing it and just keep learning. I'm only on the first mission, and I want people to play.
Oh,
But you should have Gunny give you a tour
You should.
of the
Dude,
wild.
Yes.
I can
Gunny too.
play with you, Eric. I'm still really early into that too.
Okay. I know you have it, Wingman. Do you want to play?
Yeah, hit me up. I'll join you.
All right. Cool. I got my team ready to
I
go.
always hear this when I'm on the show. Everybody always wants to play games with you, and they're all down to co-op. And then when you go to play, they're always playing something else.
I know.
You're the worst at that,
who are
Eric.
you
You
talking
are
about?
the worst at that, Eric.
I know.
I'll play Gears with you, and then I invite you. Oh, I'm kind of busy right now.
Yeah, but-
now.
I have a
Even if
wife.
I'm playing something else,
How dare
I will
you?
respond to Eric.
I have one television. I already had there was one night where it was actually the night I played Horde with you guys. She was pissed. She was like, oh, so you're just gonna play video games now? I'm like,
Oh, no, you didn't.
I was like, we're done watching television together.
You didn't even empty the dishwasher, and you're sitting here playing Horde mode.
all fucking night for 6 hours
I
straight.
asked you to clean that table like an hour ago.
She likes to move or show Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Do you even
And so
love me anymore?
that, and then after that, I went and played Horde with you guys, and that's when she's like, "Oh, we're done watching television then, huh?" I'm like, I thought you were going to bed. He's like, "Well, I am now. Good night."
Oh, I thought we were gonna hang out, but I guess not.
Yes.
That's bad. That's bad, Eric.
You.
Good to know she got you making up for it by moving the bed around. Good
Dude,
work.
I've been cleaning the freaking apartment all freaking day, dude. I haven't had really a lot of time to game at all. I told her, I'm like, I'm not doing anything tomorrow. I'm just gonna sit on my butt and play video games. She's like, "Oh, go figure."
You put your foot down, Eric. That's right.
I
Tell her.
told
You tell
I'd be
her.
late tomorrow.
Tell her, make me a sandwich, and I'm going to play me some video games tomorrow.
Hey, Wingman.
Yes.
Man, what have you been playing?
So, hold on. The first game I ever played with you was Diablo 3. Okay, so have you played Diablo 3 lately? Have you played the new character, the Necromancer?
There's no way in hell I'm giving any company $15 for a freaking character.
I feel
gotta
this
pay
Not
15
gonna
bucks?
happen.
Yeah,
You
it's
gotta pay 15 bucks to play that
Yeah,
character.
you do. Yeah.
$15 to play a character in the same game or the same story that I've played 7 or 8 times already.
But you can
No,
play it
thank you.
like.
Yeah, I
I
thought it was all included.
No. I heard he's a really good character, though. I heard like he's really overpowered. And
I ain't
shit.
$15 good.
It
not
is
for
a badass character. I watched Ryan
See?
play it.
See, we got one person here.
Is he $15 badass?
I wouldn't spend the
I'm-
$15. Heck no.
Dude, no, that's bullshit.
I'm gonna buy it
15
after
bucks
I
is
get
bullshit.
paid.
They shouldn't.
No, I
have-
agree.
What they
it
should
is,
have.
but
What they
I
should
wanna
have done
play a
is
fucking necromancer.
they should have came out with this DLC like a year or two after it came out for the console instead of waiting 5 freaking years to come out with a DLC and then charge us $15 when we've already played the game several times.
That's the point of the game.
Retarded.
The point of Diablo.
Who hasn't played through Diablo?
The
3?
point of Diablo is to play the game over and over and over. There's no other point to. That's why the game is so short.
They totally did that on purpose. You know, they planned it out like that, and they're going to keep doing levels,
it. If they had like added any kind of new content other than a character, I would have happily given the money. It was the fact that it's just a character and that's it. Yeah, they may have cool powers, but I've played all the characters and really only liked one. So why do I want to pay $15 and go, oh, I may not like this one at all? I like the Demon Hunter.
All right.
I
guess I'm wizard fan. I like the wizard.
I guess I'm ignorant, but for some reason I assumed the character would be free. So that really sucks.
I thought it was just a patch that you.
Yeah, exactly. Like a new patch and a new character. Like I don't know. Like, what the hell?
But like Wingman said, like if they came out with this character with a whole new act, I would have done it. I would have been fine. I wouldn't have complained because I'm getting something different. I'm getting a new storyline to this character. But no, they want to be greedy and charge me $15 freaking douchebags. They can never.
Barbarian kicks ass, by the way. Screw Demon.
I'll wait till it's $6.99 or something on sale. Then I'll pick it up.
Dude, my Barbarian's a fucking beast.
I put my 100 hours into that game already.
It's a good game. It is a good game.
It is. It's fun.
That.
$15, guys. Come on.
But I ain't spending that. Heck no.
That Blizzard, man.
All I want to know is how does Blizzard
playing Paladins?
All I want to know is how Blizzard goes and makes like they're gonna release a new character. I think it's Doomfist for Overwatch here pretty soon because they already dropped a trailer for him, and they're gonna release him soon. I think soon because why would they be dropping trailers? But he's free. All the characters in Overwatch are free. I just want to know how the fuck they think. Like, hey, let's release characters on Overwatch for free, but let's charge people for Diablo.
That's because Diablo is the bread and butter. I mean, that game's been around for decades.
Yeah. Not that. Well, yeah, true, yeah. True. But
it's been around for a long
5 years from now, people will still be playing Overwatch. Yeah. I can guarantee you. Like, that game is not going to leave.
But just, it's crazy because most other games where you have multiple characters like that, especially your fighting games, they're horrible at that.
Yeah,
where they charge extra, like,
just for skins and shit.
Dude, not just the skins, but just the DLC characters.
Yeah,
I fell into that trap with Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, they're
Mortal Kombat.
They're bad at that. But anyways,
but it is kind of rewarding though, even though I hated paying for it. It is kind of rewarding to be able to play the Alien versus the Predator.
Gunny Chief.
Yes.
I know you're like, oh, I've been playing games too, guys. Tell me,
something.
Okay, what did you play? What did you play that we haven't talked about in this last hour and a half?
Oh gosh, is there any on this list? Actually, there's only one on my list that we haven't talked about, and I'll start with that, and that's Dirt 4. But that's a game I already played. I just still progressing through the story.
I thought you've talked about that for like 2 or 3 weeks now.
You have.
No, I only talked about it last week or the week before. 2 weeks ago.
I thought it was last week.
No, I don't, because I didn't play it last week.
How is Dirt 4 holding up for you? Good?
It's holding up really good. It holds up great with a Elite controller on the PC. I'm having a blast with it. It's a great game.
Speaking of Elite controller, Brink, I do not have that problem with my Elite controller.
I do. Where's my Elite
I think
controller?
I do.
Fuck is it? Hold on, be right back.
If I hold it upside down, I think both, right?
Mine's fine, but like I said, I don't play with mine all the time. Like I only play
the left side. Left side is just like that.
Apparently, they changed their policy. Well, they will replace your Elite controller at least one time. So I'm thinking about just getting a new one.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
I did that. When I had
something
spilled on it, like orange juice. I had orange juice spill on it, and I had someone clean it for me because I didn't trust myself to clean it. I didn't think I would be able to do it because I would probably break it. And then it was still sticking on me, so I just I'm gonna go buy a new one.
It's like the bed of the joystick is loot or something. I can't explain it.
You can buy 3 of these. One of those elites.
You don't have an elite wingman. You never had.
I'm surprised Wingman doesn't have one. Honestly,
I'm telling you, those paddles are amazing.
I sleep with this Wingman right here.
Sleep with this.
Well, that's why it's broke.
Jesus Christ.
That's why the left stick is. Oh.
I'd buy another one, even if I knew even if I knew the joystick was gonna break after a certain. I'd still buy another one. It's so
I don't
good.
know, Brink. I don't see any problem with it being fucking loose. I'm gonna wait till it actually breaks to use my warranty.
It does work fine. Even
It works
though it's
perfectly
loose.
fine.
It
There's
does work
nothing-
fine. Yeah.
Nothing
It's
wrong
just
with
annoying.
it.
I only have a couple more months until it's been a year. So I got to get it replaced within that year. So I think I'm just going to do it.
Mine
Yeah, but
ends
then you're
in.
just gonna get a refurbished one. You're not even gonna get that one back.
Well, it might still be in better condition than mine.
Maybe.
I would just go out and get a new one.
Stop yelling at me.
Anyways, Wingman. Are you done with your games? Can you Dirt 4?
I only talked about Dirt 4.
All right,
What else?
moving on from
Moving on from Dirt 4. What's next?
I will mention that, like I said before, I'm down for some Gears, but I won't be an engineer, or maybe I will.
No more engineers for you.
50.
Did you play some Paladins, Gunny? Because that game's awesome.
I don't think I played it at all this week.
Well,
No Paladins this week. Not even Sunday. I didn't play it. But yeah, I think about Paladins. That character who I was playing with. I'm getting it down. I'm enjoying the game every time I play it.
The game is very competitive.
It is. I noticed some of the strategy for some of the characters is not to just run to the middle of the circle and stand there and try and shoot enemies. It's not going to work.
So you're that guy who's not helping me in the circle, you bastard.
Right. I'm the one that's like standing way back out behind a house.
I'm in the circle by myself screaming, I need freaking help. Oh my God. And then nobody's helping me.
And you're like, you don't see me. You know what? That's because I'm in the background. I'm like behind a house trying to snipe enemies off.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's why. So, yeah, we'll play. But I don't know. Did we play Sunday? I can't remember. If we did, it was.
I think maybe a match or two.
Yeah. Yeah, looking forward to playing that more.
Mm-hmm.
The other game I played, just like Jesus, I played City Skylines on the PC.
How many citizens did your city have?
Oh, gosh, not that many.
Lame.
That's the bigger citizen.
Talk to me when you get the big what's that thing called? The space elevator and the big mega hotel and the game developer studio.
Speaking of lame,
you shut your mouth.
That game is so lame in general, man.
You be quiet.
No, it's fun.
It's fun as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I keep trying to go back to it, but I think I keep going bankrupt. So I like that competitive part of the game where, you want to get as much money in the bank as possible, or kind of keep your city running.
Yeah, you do. There's times where my city does lose a lot of money. Like I said, when I repurposed all the buildings and I redistrict all the zones or whatever, like change the districts or whatever the fuck to tourism, all the shops got destroyed, so I loses a lot of money. But then after like so many turns, like 2 or 3 or 4 turns, like 4 days go by, and then everything starts coming back again.
Right.
So everything kind of levels out, right?
Gonna happen because you are gonna
you're gonna lose money, taxes and shit.
Anything like how you first started it out.
All your citizens do start dying off after a while. Like you gotta build houses so they start families and have kids, and then that's how the population will increase as well. You gotta do a bunch of stuff. Educate your citizens because they're really stupid and they light everything on fire.
I haven't gotten any trains or anything.
I got trains, I got boats, I got planes.
I like those roads, those new roads they have it has like a bus lane to it.
Yeah, those are fancy.
Those are awesome because even early on in the game, you're going to find that some of those roads are just the traffic's gridlock. So
the traffic. It doesn't matter.
Pause the game, traffic, back in,
gridlock traffic does not matter in the game. Like no matter what you do, like you should see some parts of my city where I've built like fucking ramps and shit. Like this doesn't matter what you do. Traffic is always going to be bad.
Yeah. Hey, you guys know what's even more boring than playing City Skylines?
What, Brink?
Talking about City Skylines.
Be quiet.
We're talking about farming city. City Skylines is a good.
You know how many people
it's been around for a long time.
You know how many people just force close their podcast app because they don't want to listen to this shit?
You know how many people force closed it when you started talking right now? Be quiet. Gunny,
I'm still
tell me
thinking about buying
what's
it.
next.
City guys and built a railroad track, and now all my citizens have built a park.
Actually, Brink, I will correct you and say that some listeners of the show have actually bought the game based on how much I talk about it. Anyways, Gunny, what else have you been playing?
All right, so hey, man, I renamed some of my roads too. That was cool. The other game I played was Rainbow Six. I went back to Rainbow Six Siege.
In this week's episode of The Horrible Gamers, Gunny has renamed roads.
Actually, Gunny, we did.
You don't want to know what they are? Actually, it was Alan Mabey, who I was in the party with, and he told me to change them to Highway 69, and I did. And I said, God, so I'm like, dude, look what I did. And look at 69.
69.
It's all fun, man. It's all good stuff. It's exciting.
Let me guess, the other road you named 420.
Yeah.
And put a bunch of pot shops on it.
Gunny, we did go back to Siege, right? You and I and Alan Mabey and Alan Mabey's brother, Omar. Yes. We all went back and we all played Siege together. I remember Omar and Alan were like, oh, we don't play this much. We kind of got our asses kicked for a while there.
We got our asses handed to us. Was that?
Touch.
Did you play with us, Jesus? Was that?
Yeah, I was with you. You're the one. Yeah, you guys were not listening to me to tell you to go to the garage.
Because I'm
gonna go to the top and just shoot to the front door. I'm like, guys, let's go to the garage. They're right fucking here. Let's fucking breach the garage, Gunny. And Gunny, oh no, I'm gonna go to the front door and just shoot over here. I'm like, fucking dude.
Yeah. Being away from that game for so long, and man, I just got destroyed every.
Fucking
it was like the first guy down every freaking time. But not knowing the map and like, okay, I'm gonna secure these walls and put this up over here.
All the maps that we played on were day one maps. It's not like we played on any fucking new maps. They're all the old maps. How the fuck do you not know them?
I don't know. I mean, some of the ones I don't.
You're fired.
I just don't remember where all the hackers and they come in with those. What is that thing they attach where it has those grenade pucks or whatever that come flying?
You're fired.
That thing drives me nuts.
My president would say.
Are we still talking about City Skylines?
No, we're talking about Siege, Eric. Jesus Christ. Pay attention, dude.
Sorry, I told you.
Anyways,
talked about
Gunny, Siege, we played it. Alan played it. Alan actually bought it on the sale. We need to get a community game night again and get all the listeners on Siege, man, because Siege is a great game for community game nights. It's fucking fun. And I actually played with Wingman as well the other day. We were playing Terrorist Hunt for a while there. It was Wingman, me, and who the fuck was with us, Wingman? The Canadian, the angry Canadian, right?
Oh, Carbide, yeah.
Angry Canadian, he was with us. But yeah. Anyways, Gunny, next game.
Next game was Wildlands. Back to my Wildlands. I did. I played this morning, and for a couple hours. And then I'm like, I'm just so freaking done playing this game single player. I'm never gonna finish it. Still got like 6 areas to clear out. Mm-hmm. And then Andrew, our news guy, joined in, and like, let's play. So I ended up playing for a couple more hours after that. And Eric bought it, and I played it for a couple more hours. So yeah, I can't get away from this game. It's just too much fun. And talked to a few of our new members of the group, and they're probably going to buy it. So, yeah.
Awesome. Anything else?
That's all I've been playing. That's it.
Moving on to the excitement of the week, guys. I brought this guy in because I missed him, and I wanted to hear him rant a little bit because we're going to have him get him fired up. But Mr. Wingman 709 here from this Xbox Live this week bought a badass, brand new 20 teraflop gaming PC.
PC Master Race.
He's now a PC Master Race gamer. Tell me, Wingman.
Sucks.
How do you like your PC?
PC sucks, man. I've not had a good bout with this thing.
Really?
It's like every day it's a battle. I really miss my old non-gaming PC.
Oh man.
It's just been a struggle, but it's a learning curve for me, and I've had lots of issues. So, but machine works. It's just trying to learn how to do a bunch of different stuff on a PC that I've never done before. So, for example, my other PC was like 8 years old. And I've been kind of getting a new. I have been wanting to buy a new one, but I didn't want to put the money out for it because the other one worked and it was fine. It fit my needs. And I had a tragic, major hard drive failure. I believe it now to be from a Windows update that caused the problem so it wouldn't boot up. Thankfully, good news, I was able to recover my data through lots of work and effort. Was able to get it, but I ended up buying a new machine because I was at the point of like, I think this thing's toast. I just, I'm like, why buy a hard drive to put into a 7-year-old machine,
Yeah.
So I bought an Alienware Aurora. And when I was doing it, I was like, okay, we're going to have a problem. I've got old monitors. They only have VGA and DVI outputs. They don't have HDMI and display ports. Well, the video cards nowadays all have HDMI or display port, and that's it.
Yeah.
So I was looking, and the cheapest configuration I could get of the Alienware machine I wanted came with the AMD RX 570, I think that's what I've got, 570. And I looked up like a Google image, trying to look at the back of the card, and I saw an image that showed it had DVI, and I was like, oh, sweet, this card works. And then, so I was like, oh, but it only has one. So now I'm like, okay, I got to buy 2 of these cards, which means I had to pay more money, which means I had to also get the more expensive power supply. So then it shows up, and there's no DVI ports on the back of it. And I'm like, I am just freaking fuming. I'm mad. I'm ticked off. And what it turns out, I was like, they freaking lied. They didn't send me what I ordered. And I think what happened was because these are AMD cards, they're not. And I think what I saw was I found out when I went back and was looking was it was a third-party video card manufacturer who added in a DVI port. So it was on me. I mean, this was my goof, and then so I'm like, okay, fine. So I go out and I'm like, I got to find adapters and new cables. So I go and spend $50 on DVI to HDMI adapters and then HDMI cables. Well, each card has one HDMI input. So I plugged them into each card. Well, only one monitor would come up. So I'm like, what the heck? And I'm fighting with it, trying to go in, trying to get it to come on for the second monitor. I swapped the cables. And when I would swap the cables, and the other monitor would come on. And I was like, what is going on? And then my research, I found out, because the cards are in crossfire mode and they're linked, it disables all ports off the second card. So I'm like, what the heck? So now I'm like, okay, now I got to buy more cables, and I have to get DVI outs to display ports to put them into only one video card, which means I never needed a second video card, and I never needed the more expensive power supply. Wow. So I'm really at this point, really PO'd and not a happy camper. And, it was just I didn't want to spend a whole lot of money. And so now I got this rig, which it's great for gaming, but I don't game on the computer that much. So it's kind of wasted, but I figure it this way. Hey, I'm kind of prepared for the future, future proof, so to speak. So, and then today the cables showed up, and I was fighting I couldn't get the dual monitors to come up. It would, and I would plug them in. I was messing with it. I'd go to the little AMD, Radeon program and do this thing that's called iSense or something like that. And it would shut my monitors off. I'm like, what's going on? I had to keep unplugging stuff. So I've determined now that I can't use that. I have to use the Windows. I had to reboot, plug one monitor in, and then go to the Windows setting and then plug another one in. And finally it would come up. And I have both screens up working right now, but they're not functioning like I'm used to. On my old rig, they were 2 separate monitors. The wallpaper would appear on each one. Well, this is like it's treating both monitors as one screen. So my wallpaper's split right down the middle, and I can't find any way to make it the way I used to. But I'm like, I got them. I'm not touching it. I'll deal with it. I don't care at this point. So it's just like stupid stuff like this. It's just like, this shouldn't be this hard. It's more, they try to make it simple, the harder it gets.
Yeah.
So PC Master Race is a bunch of crap.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Wing, where in the old days, probably leading up into Windows 10, where it was pretty clear as to what do you want to have display on monitor 1 and what do you want to have display on monitor 2.
Yeah, there are Windows settings for that, and I'm trying to remember how, because even though I'm on my laptop, I have a second monitor, and I'm trying to remember how I set that up. It was a bitch to do. I have a third monitor. Yeah, I have a third monitor I want to set up, but I'm like, I ain't even going to try it.
That's crazy.
So it's, and I know probably a lot of your listeners are going, boy, this Wingman guy's a moron.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's fine. I admit all this was like my mistake, my not knowing. It's new to me. I should have done more research and, whatever. But anyway, so we'll get to what you guys want to hear. So I've been playing a lot of Fighting the PC this week, but I'm back. I'm up. I'm functioning. So what I did do on the PC, I did play, because I do have Steam, and on my old rig, I downloaded XCOM 2, and it would run like at the lowest settings and look like garbage, and didn't play it a whole lot. So I did try to run that, and it looks really good. I was like, wow, this looks pretty amazing. So I did play some of XCOM 2, and I did buy PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. I've been watching. I'm like hooked. I'm like addicted to. I finally have a game where I'm addicted to watching it on Twitch or Mixer. I watch people every day. I have my Surface connected to a monitor, and so I always put on Mixer and watch people play PUBG every day. And it's just like, I can't wait till this comes to Xbox. I can't wait. Well, now that I got a machine that can play it, I ended up buying it. But it's like, oh my gosh, trying to use a keyboard is like impossible when you haven't used the keyboard in 15 years to play a game.
Yeah.
But I did go in last night. I played one match, and I'm like, okay, I'll probably be the first one dead. Well, I wasn't. I was number 55. And the sad thing is I killed myself.
Oh, man.
I never saw anybody. I was, and then as I realized, I'm on the way opposite end of the map, and this circle is like, I got to get to the other end. So I was running, found a motorcycle, hopped on. I was just driving, trying to figure out where to go. Finally, I heard shots, and I ended up driving right past a guy that was shooting at me. So I went up over a hill, and I went to jump off the bike, and I was like, okay, all I have is a pistol, but I want to fight somebody, and he's by himself. Well, I jumped off the bike, and that killed me.
Oh, man.
Oh, no.
I was like, what?
How fast were you going? Were you like hauling ass, and you just I want to jump off this thing going 50?
I don't know. I'm just, so now I know, don't do that. I guess you could come to a complete stop and then exit the vehicle. So I ended up just, I was done after that. I was like, but I was going way too slow, and I watch all these guys on Twitch and Mixer, and they're like, I got this in there, and they're clicking and they're going, and I'm like walking around like, I think that's a shiny thing. Oh yeah, this is a magazine, and I pick it up and I'm looking at it. Noob. And I'm surprised no one came in and popped me in the back of the skull as I was looking at a magazine, going, "What do I do with this? Do I have a gun? No, I don't have a gun. Can I keep this? Do I save this?" It's like I watch these people pick stuff up and run, and I'm like, I was like the 55th person dead. So half the people were dead already. And at that point, I finally found a pistol.
Wow.
I'm like, where do people find all this gear? So I'm hoping to play as a team with somebody so they can kind of. I got an idea how to play, but it's going to just take me getting used to the keyboard and getting into it. So, so I'm looking forward to playing some of that here soon. On the Xbox, I did play Gears of War 4 with you guys, and I had a lot of fun. Eric, you'll be happy to know. So, I remember I was complaining about the $50 season pass. And I said, there's no way I'm buying this. Well, I now have it. Because, but I didn't pay $50 for the season pass. What happened was, yesterday, I stopped game sharing with Brun. And the reason why was he has kids in his house, and I have kids in my house. And my kids always have to play. One of them has to play as me to be able to play the games. And he's got the same in his house. So we're talking about it, and it's like we're looking like there's really nothing coming out. We each want like 1 or 2 games over this holiday. It's not like last year we wanted 10. So it's like it's just not worth it. So I now have the home gold set up, and so I'm like, okay, it's a great time to split because the stuff that Brun bought that I want, all of it's like on the Ultimate Game Sale. So I had to buy Titanfall 2, and I did not buy Battlefield. I will not buy Battlefield because I said I wouldn't. So I can't play that anymore. But there was another one. But Gears of War 4 was one that he bought. And I'm like, I went in, and the gold version of this game with the season pass was $60. So
that's a nice pickup.
So I bought it. So I paid full price for the game, but got the $50 season pass.
Oh no, that's not the full price. That's not the full price of that game's $100.
Okay, so I got it for $60. So I'm like,
you got a good price on it.
So I can now play on all those other maps. So I do want to play more horde mode with you guys. I had a lot of fun. So
most definitely.
And then that was a blast.
And then so switching over to the PlayStation, I have played Infamous 2, completed that, but I was kind of playing some trophy cleanup just because it's the game I had at work. And at home, I've been playing on the PS4 Pro. I've been playing Infamous Second Son, which, man, I don't know if you guys have played those series. I fell in love with Infamous 1 and 2. Really liked Festival of Blood. All those are on PS3. Just started on the PS4. Started the Second Son, and I don't think I'm liking it as much. And I've heard from a lot of people that it's the best one in the series. And I kind of thinking like, I don't know if it is. The video, I mean, it looks great, but it's so dark. It's like it's always sunset. It's always dusk in this game.
Yeah, it is.
I'm like, I live in Seattle, and I do have sunshine. We do get daylight, you know. I'm like, we're not always in this orange color. Like, the whole game is orange, which is weird. It's super dark. I had to crank the brightness on it, and it's still too dark. It's really weird. And it's like your powers are changing. You don't have the same powers through the game. It's weird. It's like it's kind of neat because it introduces different abilities, but at the same time, it's kind of like, I'm not sure I like that. It's weird. And the controls for this game still suck. You can't. It's like you want to climb up on a building, and there's a pipe there that you can scamper up. But it's like you're jumping on it, and your character wants to go to the left or the right. It's like he won't just. You can stand in front of it and jump at it, and he won't grab onto it. I'm like, oh, this is so annoying. The whole Infamous series is like this. But it's still a really fun game.
This is like, the open world?
Yes.
One? Okay, that was a little shorter. I think that's what they said
like
from
Crackdown,
what it was.
Kind of. It's not Crackdown, but I feel like it's very in that vein, in that style of game. Because you get to power up or level up your powers. Crackdown, you don't have like lightning or fire and these abilities. You still use weapons, and you get stronger, and you can throw cars and jump higher and all that type of stuff. But this one, you don't use weapons, but you do have these special powers, and you crank them up and stuff, and you get the ability to kind of fly a little bit, and it's fun. So it's kind of still in that vein. You can climb buildings, and it's a lot of fun. I don't know how I missed this one. I had this game a long time ago when Sony had their whole breach of everybody's information. They were like, oh, well, to reward you for your pain, we'll give you a free game. And I picked Infamous. And I remember trying it, and I like hated the controls right off the bat. I'm like, forget this, I'm not playing it. So 10 years later, I'm like, I'm bored one day. I'm like, let me try this. And for some reason, I fell in love with it right then and there. I still hated the controls. But I've been on a tear of Infamous. I'm on my 4th Infamous game in like less than a month, and I've beat the first 3. So nice. It's like a lot of time into it. So yeah, I really enjoy it, but the controls really, really suck. So Sucker Punch, you guys are going to make another one. Good Lord, fix the control scheme.
And I also heard, I know that one of the main complaints from that game was that it was just too short. I mean, it was a good because they said from what was actually there is awesome.
Yeah, they got this thing now I got into where it's like you go to a computer, like your computer, log into this website, you link it to your account, you're like, you do something in the game, and then you upload these things, you take pictures of a crime scene and stuff, and you grab info, and it's like the first mission was like you go to your computer and you're looking at stuff, and you got to flip pictures over, and you got to hack into a website, and you're doing all this stuff to complete stuff that then you can, once you've done all that, then you can continue in the game to continue playing like these new extra, like free DLC missions. Okay. And it's really weird. It's like kind of how, it's kind of cool, but I kind of think it's neat the first time, but then it's like, okay, how many of these are? Because I don't want to have to get up and go to the computer, and it's kind of a neat idea, but it's like something I hope they don't carry forward because it's only neat for a few minutes, but it's actually really hard. It's one of those things like you really got to think and figure out. Like one of them was like I was trying all these password combos. I had the guy's email address. I was trying his kids' names because they were written on the back of the pictures. I was trying their age and name combos. And then it's like, oh, I finally went to a walkthrough, and they're like, oh, click forgot password. And then it asks you questions which are written on different pictures or there's different stuff that you find in the dude's wallet that you got to go and look at to try to put in the secret words. And so it was kind of neat, but it does take you out of the game in one way. So I didn't like that, but yeah, still a fun game.
Good.
But I think that's it for me.
Awesome. Good stuff, Wingman. I'm glad you're playing the PS4.
Not me. Burn it. Destroy it.
All right, guys.
I know. I got to get in and play some PUBG with you.
No, just destroy the PlayStation.
Whoa.
Give the big middle finger to Activision and Bungie.
Oh, I banned Bungie. Yeah, screw them.
Do a video.
I will.
Oh, man. Anyways, guys, let's moving on to news now. Moving on to news real quick. Let's talk about some quick news articles. So, the news. You can find more news in our Facebook group at Horrible Games Facebook community on Facebook. Anyways, moving on to news here. Let's talk about Warner Brothers and Lord of the Rings. So back in 2012, the group that represents Lord of the Rings author J.R.R. Tolkien filed an $80 million lawsuit against Warner Brothers. They said that Warner Brothers was usurping the rights to which they're not entitled, and the suit was been going on for years, has finally been settled recently this week. Basically, the suit said that they were using things that they were not entitled to use, such as digital items, so games. They were not allowed to make games off of their contract with Tolkien for Lord of the Rings. But apparently, Warner Brothers have made so much money off of these games that they just paid them off. Here you go, dude.
Wow.
Be happy.
Here you go.
Bye. Anyways, the next game is still scheduled to be released this year in October. And that's the big thing about these news. Just that, guys. Don't worry about your game. It's coming out. Next piece of news. If you guys remember back in, when was it, 2014? Stallion 83 reached 1 million gamer score. And that was a big deal. He got a gold Xbox One. He was all over Twitter. Major Nelson hung out with him. Fucking everybody was like excited for this guy because he got 1 million gamers, right? First person to ever do it. Which is crazy. But he recently lost his title after getting married and going on a honeymoon.
You shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
See what happens when you get married?
These women will do it to you every time. This is why I'm single.
Gosh, this is
After
horrible.
11 years of being the top player on TrueAchievements.com, he's now number 2. His only real challenger for the top spot, the person who beat him, was S. Murnov, so SMRNOV. Stephen Rowe, actually, is his name, which he registered on True Achievements a month after Stallion 83 did. So he's been keeping up. He's been keeping up pace with Stallion 83 ever since then. So he's been pretty close to beating him ever since then. And he became the second person last March to hit 1 million gamer score. And so there's that.
Here at the bottom of the article, it says, do you think S. Smirnoff will manage to hold onto the lead, or will Stallion 83 reclaim the top spot? Time will tell. No, I can tell you. Unless Stallion 83 wants to get a divorce, he will just stay down.
He's going to stay. Yeah.
I thought he got it back.
No.
I thought I read somewhere that he did get the top spot back already.
Maybe he does. This article.
I'm trying to find it.
That's crazy. They both have 1.5 million gamer score. They both have played over 2,400 games. And Smirnoff has actually completed, which means he's got all achievements on 1,730 games. Stallion has only done it for 1,161 games. Wow.
That's a lot.
Jeez, dude.
That's so much gamer score. Like, I barely hit 50,000. I was like, oh wow, I hit 50,000. I'm surprised.
Dude, I was so stoked when I hit 20,000. I was like, heck yeah, man.
Oh shit. Like, that is insane. But yeah, man, getting married will do it to you.
I just reached 62,000 for someone who doesn't really care much about it. So I'm on my way to 100,000.
I just hit 100,000 like a week or so ago.
Guys, we're all talking about 50,000, 60,000, 100,000. Mr. Wingman over here has over 200,000, I think, right?
235,897.
Damn.
But I used to be an achievement hunter, and I got into that it hooked me for a while, for a couple of years, and I was playing all the crap games and game stuff I would never ever play just to get achievements.
Oh,
I finally just quit now, and I will achievement. So like with Wildlands, there's like the base game. There's only one achievement I can't seem to get in there. That's it. And I'll go after like game I like.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mind playing over. I'll go and try to get as many of the achievements that I can.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't play games just for achievements anymore. I had to look up what my score was because I have no idea. I just don't even care. But I was for quite a while.
Wow.
I got hooked into it.
Yeah, he has a lot of gamer score.
I remember having to restart an entire playthrough in Oblivion just to get the one achievement that I didn't have.
Yeah, I've never.
And I with all that work I put into it, I was like, I swore, like, never again am I just gonna try that hard for an achievement.
I've never ever.
That'd be painful.
Yeah, I've never done that for achievement. I don't even really care about achievements.
But it did also. That was also the first game that I did 100% complete achievement wise, though. So at least there's that.
But yeah, guys, moving on here for the next piece of news. The mini Jaguar console is coming this fall, being made by Atari. Could this be the console Atari was talking about when they said they're back in the console game?
I'm like, oh wait, this is the one they were actually referring to.
I don't know, man. I don't.
A new console.
No, this is still something that's just on the side. I think they're still coming out with a new console. But Atari is set to launch a mini version of its 1990s Jaguar gaming system. Following the success of Nintendo's NES Classic Mini console last year and their upcoming SNES Mini. The Atari Jaguar Mini will be a smaller version of the original console, of course, because it's called a Mini, and it will ship with 25 pre-installed classic games.
25 classic games for $85.
The U.S. launch price will be $79.99. Although the company has not confirmed a United Kingdom price or a European price yet. But $79.99 American. You guys said Jaguar Mini?
No. I'm interested in a probably some retro consoles, but nothing out of like, that Atari's going to make.
Why?
There's a couple.
Why is everybody losing their shit over the Nintendo one, but Atari comes out and they're like, hey guys, we got this coming. And everybody's like, oh, okay.
No, it's not good. Okay. I mean, it's got some Yeah, I like how it says here the French company who took new earlier there. The NES Classic Mini proved a surprise hit for gaming company that sold out globally. No, because they only made 10. That's why.
Yeah, they made like 20 and said, "Oh, we're done.
We're done. We sold out. Completed. Nobody gets any more. Screw you."
Anyways, but yeah, man. So
I don't know. I don't recognize some of these games. Battlesphere.
well, the Jaguar wasn't a very popular system, right? It was just like it was kind of like a miss. Oh man. Anyways, that's that. In case you're interested in that, guys, if you're mini system collectors, I guess you can buy that. Speaking of old classic games, there's people still making games, guys, for the Nintendo Entertainment System. There's a guy. His name is Kevin Hanley. Not Henley.
Not Henley.
He's from Crestview, Florida. Since 2009, Hanley has made 9 homebrew and NES games. That's pretty crazy. So this dude's actually like running around making old like games for the NES. It's pretty fucking crazy.
That is.
One of the games that he's made, I think it's called what the fuck is the game called? I just had it on here. Oh, the first game that he made was called Ultimate Frogger Champion, which is a port of the original arcade Frogger. And in 2015, he made The Incident, and recently he's made a game called Scramble, which is a port of an arcade game from the 80s. I don't know, guys. Guess if you're interested in buying these classic games, you can buy them. It's kind of weird.
That is.
He's making money off of this somehow.
That is cool.
People are buying it.
Yeah, look at these cartridges on the picture. They're
he actually like
and
made the
discs.
cartridge and
The physical discs.
Yeah, fucking crazy, huh? Anyways, guys, moving on. More Nintendo news. So much Nintendo news this week. I don't know why. Anyways, we gotta talk to our news machine about this. I'm just reading what the news machine gave me, guys. July 2017 marks a big anniversary for Nintendo. The company has now been producing video game hardware and software for 40 years, guys.
Go
40
That's insane.
years. They were beginning with the Color TV game 6 and Color TV game 15 in July 1977. Wow. That's fucking
Amazing.
nuts, dude. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nintendo's first 2 machines were Pong clones. I don't know if I had Pong or if I actually had one of these devices when I was younger.
These are probably only sold in Japan. What did you think? Like,
Probably, because it doesn't look like...
they don't look
that's-
American at all. They
I
like
think
have
we
like
had Pong,
Japanese
not
symbols in
the
them.
clone.
Yeah. This is pretty cool looking though. If you look at the article, Taku, it's some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
But as
Yeah, the Color
Nintendo,
TV, yep.
Nintendo as a company as a whole has been around for like 100 years or so, guys. Like literally, they've been around for 100 years. They used to be like a card company back in the day, like in the fucking 1800s. They were a card gaming company, and they recently transitioned 40 years ago to video games.
Amazing.
Yeah, fun fact. Fun
I knew
fact,
that.
guys. Yeah, fun fact.
That is interesting.
Yeah, it was also family run. Like the CEO or the president was always like somebody from the original fucking owner's family or some shit like that. They never like let it go to be run by somebody else until recently. The new CEO that's recent right now, or the president or whatever the fuck he is, he's like somebody who's not part of the original Nintendo family.
So they kept it in the family for how long?
100 years.
100 years? Wow.
Just about. So it wasn't
That's
until recently
insane.
where they voted somebody else in that wasn't like blood or whatever. It's pretty weird. Yeah, it's pretty interesting stuff. Anyways, moving on here, guys. The Xbox One S, the Xbox One X power. It's been on the news a lot lately. So they've been saying like they can't. Some games can't run at native 4K. That's kind of been like the big thing about it. And I don't know about you guys, but personally, I kind of don't want to talk about this because it kind of just doesn't matter. But
Right.
It's fake news.
we have Wingman here. Wingman is a big Xbox fan. I want to talk about this with you. So they're saying that like the Xbox One X is going to be using the checkerboarding just like the PlayStation 4 Pro to run games at 60 frames a second because it can only do 30 within native 4K if it could do 30. What do you think about this, Wingman?
It's a bunch of garbage. There's like Forza 7 is running native 4K at 60 frames a second. So it's up to the thing is Microsoft, I like the route Microsoft is taking. They're allowing the developers to do what they want, to give them the ability. They're not going to shoehorn them in. The bad thing about that is that if they decide not to do it because they're going to program for the lowest common denominator, which is PS4 Pro, which is subpar, then we may not get to take the extra advantage. But I really don't. We've already got like a list of over 60 games that are many are from third parties that are already going to get 4K updates for the Xbox One X on games we already have. So yeah, I think you might see more true 4K games coming out of Microsoft Studios and maybe some more checkerboarding stuff from the third parties, but it doesn't really matter. The games are going to look awesome. They're going to run awesome. If you have 1080p TV, you can still get this thing and get a boost and get 1080p resolution out of your games that are currently 900. This is a win for, it's all this is in my eyes is the Sony marketing machine going out there, riling up people or posing as quote gamers when it's really Sony's PR, trying to make Microsoft what they've done, making it sound bad because they know they got their butt handed to them.
Yeah.
They didn't even speak to it at all this year. Like every other year, they've been like, like mic drop, they're always punching jabs at Microsoft. They did nothing this year because they know they got nothing.
Well, they could have. We just didn't hear them in the
It's
beginning.
just a bunch of garbage. Huh?
I said they could have. We just didn't hear them in the beginning.
Of
E3 because their audio was out.
Touche.
But I mean, to add to your point, I mean, like right here, they say Gears of War 4. It's saying the frame rate on the Xbox One is 35, and they're not going off the multiplayer. They're just going off the campaign because the campaign only runs at 30. So I mean, it's just gonna run twice as better on the One X.
Right. It's got the hardware, man. It's just like, I'm seeing like GameStop's like, not GameStop, GameSpot, I think it is, and Eurogamer. They're all just trying to do these clickbait articles, and it's like, oh well, it sucks to be an Xbox One gamer because you have to download all these other, the X is files, and you can't get the 4K. You're gonna get an advantage on your console anyways. Yeah. The X is adding and improving everybody's games, and it's like they're trying to put a negative spin on it. It's just like, whatever, it's just stupid.
Yeah.
And I would feel the same way if this was like attacking Sony or I'm not. Yeah, I host an Xbox show, and I game most of there. But I do. You guys heard me. I did more PlayStation gaming in the last couple of weeks than I've done Xbox, and I'm just a gamer. This whole war between all the consoles is stupid. It's just dumb. Everybody should be happy that there's this new massive powerhouse of console out there. It's not going to cost $2,000 like what I just bought sitting on my desk. It's $500. Damn, it's a hell of a steal. And
we all paid $500 for the current Xbox One. You know what I mean? Like,
right?
Yeah.
think about that.
You won't need a 4K TV. I mean,
that's the cool thing about it.
Yeah, it's gonna, like you said, it's gonna checkerboard. It's gonna make everything look. So your 1080p is gonna look glorious.
It's gonna look at the best picture you can possibly get.
Right.
On the game, you're gonna see it on your 1080p TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. And most people are buying 4K TVs anyways at this point. They're at a market. I think I read an article. Microsoft was talking about it, and they were saying like prior to 2017, it really didn't make sense. But this year, there's been a huge jump in the number of 4K TVs in the market that are in people's homes. And they're so inexpensive now that when people are buying new TVs, they're buying the 4K TVs.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, what do you got to wait till everybody has one? I mean, it's like people are going after that. Well, I don't even have 4K, so why would I buy it? You don't have to. And that's the other thing. You don't have to. They're not making you buy this. It's like the iPhone 7. You didn't have to buy it. Your iPhone 6 works. Your iPhone 5. Your iPhone 4 still friggin' works. And some people are using them. Totally. So shut up and stop your whining, One thing. Be happy they're giving you something for those like myself who want that and can do it. And just be happy with what you have.
We got the rant going. Well, one thing that this article does point out is that most of the games that people are talking about checkerboarding will be games that currently are 900p on the Xbox One or 720p. For example, Titanfall 1, Star Wars Battlefront is only 900p. Games like that where the Digital Foundry is doing benchmarks on these games running on the Scorpio or the Xbox One X. And the thing that they're doing is they're taking, let's say, Star Wars Battlefront, which is a 900p game, upscaling that to 4K, which is, what's the 4K resolution, like 2160 by something? Some crazy shit. Anyways, you're like multiplying the pixels times 4 or 3 times, which is making the load on the GPU a little bit higher than Forza 7, for example, which was made on the Xbox One X or whatever. And they're saying that the people are like not really taking into account that those games are being upscaled to 4K, so it's taking the GPU and the power of the system a little bit more to make these games look like they're 4K, and they will be checkerboarded because they're not optimized to be 4K. But like games like Gears of War, which is going to be optimized, Halo 5, which was recently confirmed by 343, is going to be optimized, and like Forza and all these games.
Titanfall 2 at 6K.
Yeah, Titanfall 2.
Like, who's going to run at 6K if you got?
Yeah, so think about that. That's going to look like that's going to be possibly like, I think it's going to be like the best looking game on the Xbox One X, because you're taking a 6K image and super sampling it to 4K, basically, is what you're doing, right? So
we're gonna have to downscale that game. That's crazy.
Yeah. So your 1080p, it's 1920 by 1080. Your 4K is 4096 by 2160.
Okay, so think about that. They're taking a 900p game, upscaling that.
Holy cow!
To 4000p or whatever the fuck. So like you're taking that
look glorious
and multiplying that by 4. So the rest of the reason is using the checkerboarding. That's why it needs to do that, because some of these games they're not going to be optimized. But hey, they were still going to look great, and they're going to look even better on your new system, and they're probably going to run a little bit better. That's the truth. And they're going to run faster. Load times will be quicker, because that RAM is going to make a huge difference. That's one thing that people are not taking into account, how much RAM this system has. Fucking 12 gigs, dude, compared to like what we have right now on the current system, which is, what is it on the Xbox One? Is it like 6 gigs or 8 gigs?
I think it's 8, but
8, but 3 are for the system operating.
Yeah,
right?
They've got a bunch of it reserved.
So like 3 of them is like reserved.
I think it's 2 gig reserved, 6 for the system or something.
It's fucking crazy. But like on the Xbox One X, it's like you can use 9 gigs for the game. And the 3 are reserved for the operating system. And they said like at first it was only 8 gigs of RAM that they were going to be able to use, but they recently unlocked another gig of RAM they could use if they want to, like kind of like a extra gig of RAM or whatever for gaming. It's going to make games run so fucking good. I personally think it's going to make a difference.
That's it, man. 6 teraflops compared to 4 teraflops.
See, like with me, I'm not gonna care if it runs in 4K or not. Like, it's gonna checkerboard it, and it's gonna look great. It's gonna be at the greatest picture it can possibly be. And as long as I enjoy my game, and that's all that matters to me.
Same here.
Exactly. Be happy with what you got.
And another thing that I personally have to say for people that are always looking at graphics and frames per second, But let's take a second of why we do this, why we game, guys, and think about that. You do it to have fun. A game could be the prettiest fucking thing I've seen in the world, but if the fucking gameplay is boring, I'm not playing that fucking game. I'm not.
Horizon Zero Dawn is a perfect example.
You know what I mean? Like
me.
if a game is beautiful, it could look like I'm looking outside my fucking window.
Yeah.
But if it's not fun,
Oh my gosh.
then we're not gonna play it.
Speaking about looking out your front window, did you see the video Brink posted about the Unreal Engine realism video? Oh my gosh.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Those videos
dude,
are always
so
good.
Sweet. Dude, Unreal Engine's been one of my favorite engines. They are always pushing the limits. Them and Frostbite. Frostbite does some good graphics.
Anyways, but that's news of that, guys. Recently, I got a little bit of some kind of new news here, published today. Actually, it was kind of interesting. Sony PlayStation has it's been predicted that their next system will actually not be out next year. People are saying that the PS5 is actually going to be out in 2019, and they're predicting sales for the Xbox One X already. So I want you guys to tell me, I want a prediction from all three of you guys right now. How many systems do you think the Xbox One X will have sold by 2021 that they're predicting here?
2021?
Just the Xbox One X.
Yeah.
2021. Give me a number, Eric.
2 million.
Okay. All right. Not bad, not bad. Gunny, give me a number that you think the Xbox One X would have sold by 2021.
80,
that they're
000.
predicting.
I don't know.
Give me a number, any number. Doesn't matter. It could
80.
be 2.
Yeah, 80,000.
80,000?
That's like the first year.
Man,
That's
whoa,
like
that's like the
lowballing,
first
dude.
week.
Right.
Jesus. What about you, Clint? What number do you think the Xbox One X?
I'm thinking 1.5 million.
Oh, by 2021, guys. That's like 3 years from now. Come on, guys. No faith in the Xbox brand. Wingman, tell me how many numbers, please, be higher than
10 million.
2 million.
15 million.
Oh,
You're really close, Wingman. The actual number they have predicted for the Xbox One X to have sold by 2021 is 17 million units. And they say by 2022, it will have sold over 20 million units. But that's a long time from now. That's like 6 years from now. And all, they say the total lifetime sales for the Xbox One brand itself will be 63 million units worldwide by the year 2022. And yeah, they're saying that the PS5 isn't going to come out next year. They're saying like, no, that thing, Sony already selling enough consoles. They don't need to pump out a new system. They just don't. Simply, they have the PS4 Pro right now. And as everybody's doing these comparison videos, they're basically saying like, look, the PS4 Pro can still kind of hold itself against the Xbox One X. That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
Not me. That would mean the article. Not me. Anyway, so that's kind of the news here for Sony.
They keep banging out those exclusives, and they'll stay on top. They'll be the leader.
I think what will happen in the first year is they'll have less sales for the One X than they did for the One S or Xbox One, because people are really this system for the fans that actually love Microsoft, who love Xbox, and the Xbox fans are going to get this system. Whoever's wishy-washy about the system, they're not going to get it.
They'll wait like a year, I think, until it's $399 or $349.
And eventually you start seeing more and more games come out for this system, and then people will actually see like this system can like push it to the limit. Like they can make it look great and play great. And other companies are going to see that too. It's just eventually over time, and everything will fall right into place for Microsoft. And then Sony's going to have to scramble and try to figure something out.
Yeah, and I think as more people get 4K TVs as well.
80 million units, guys.
I think people will
sprinkle some 80 million on that.
They'll just get a nice television, nice TV that will look good. I mean,
Totally.
because they said they don't need a 4K TV. I mean, if someone really wants a 4K TV, go get yourself a 4K TV. But like for me, I'll wait a little bit because I'll spend the money to get the Xbox One X, and then I'll just wait to get a 4K TV.
Yeah. TVs are always developing and dropping in price and
Right.
stuff. So you'll always be able to get the TV. Like, unfortunately for me, like I won't be able to get the One X right away. I am gonna have to like wait probably a year or so.
Okay.
Best Buy credit card, man.
No, but I mean,
No,
even if
I gotta, dude. I'm paying for school on my own with no financial aid.
Right.
I gotta, dude. That the price of that thing is a class for me.
Drop out.
Totally.
Just get an Xbox.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah, because
Well, that's
they're
the
more
wise.
Sure, don't eat. How about that?
I'm gonna game rather than student debt.
just skip your books, dude. Just skip your books and don't pay your books for your
Cheat.
classes.
Dude, I'm hoping that I don't
What?
have as many books as I think, because I'm going into speech communications.
Oh, maybe you're still gonna have books.
I'll have a few.
But with that news being said, guys, of course, you know I think you guys are correct. But Xbox has already said, like, look, we're gonna sell more S's than the X's.
Yeah.
Whatever, we don't care. This shit's not for everybody. We understand this. We're not making it for everybody. Boom. Like, fuck right off with your fucking complaining, people. And thank you for coming on, Wee Man. We appreciate it. He's gonna have to take off here.
Thanks for hanging out with us,
Later,
man.
guys. Xbox
Later.
rules.
All right, guys. One last piece of news here. Fallout 4 is under fire currently for their commercials. They use some music from The Wanderer. The song The Wanderer from the 1960s. But one of its singers of the band, Dion DiMucci, doesn't like Fallout 4. And he doesn't like them using his song for their trailers.
What?
So he's like, hey, motherfuckers.
In other words, he's broke and he's trying to get some money.
He called him repugnant and morally indefensible.
Please.
Yeah.
He says
Jeez.
he is also entitled to bargaining with the company about a licensing fee.
Yeah, of course.
Well, you know what? Screw this guy. We don't want his song. in our
So
game.
what did he do when you feel bad and you want somebody to not use your shit? You sue them. So he did. He's suing them because they failed to participate in fucking bargaining for a licensing fee with ZeniMax, or ZeniMax failed to get some licensing from him for his music. He's like, fuck you guys, motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's because he basically felt that the trailers that his songs were in were too violent, basically, and he disagreed with it.
Yeah, he says it doesn't go with the song. It's not what his song's about.
Right. Fallout 4 is not a violent game, of course.
He says here in the lawsuit, it says defendants' commercials were objectionable because they featured repeated homicides in a dark, dystopian landscape where
Hell yeah.
violence is glorified as sport. The killings and physical violence were not to protect innocent life, but instead were repugnant and morally indefensible images designed to appeal to young consumers. In The Wanderer, Dion gives life to the story of a sad young man who wanders from town to town, not having found himself the capacity for an enduring relationship. The song describes isolation during coming of age. Without plaintiff's consent, defendants dubbed The Wanderer into commercials in which the protagonist, a wanderer, roams from one location to the next, armed and hunting for victims to slaughter. The defendants' commercials have no redeeming value. They simply entice young people to buy Fallout by glorifying homicide, making
Hell
the
yeah.
infliction of harm appear appealing, if not also satisfying.
I mean, that's why I bought it.
Right. I mean, that's
I
why I bought
glorify
it too.
homicides.
I feel like you
Oh,
want to
yeah.
kill people and just run around with armed to the teeth with weapons.
Yeah.
Totally,
You need to buy
dude.
this guy an Xbox or a PlayStation or get him a PC. Come on, Dion.
Young whippersnappers, playing
Steven.
games. You been playing them violent video games that rot your brain?
Yeah, that's why my current character in that game is like level 45, and I haven't killed anybody yet.
What?
Because I am so.
How dare you? That's what you're
violent.
supposed to do. You're supposed to be a young man who runs around killing people.
Don't just wander around.
You're supposed to be murdering everybody.
Just go psycho on them.
Violent sport. Guys.
I'm preparing. I've been doing a bunch of crafting. I've got like 3,500 Molotov cocktails.
Good.
My gosh.
Does your dog just say "fuck you" every time?
Dog meat.
Actually, I do not have any mods on this one. On this playthrough.
Okay.
Guys, it's time to move on to Facebook questions finally. We're near the end of the show. We got Facebook questions. Let's do this. If you want to leave Facebook questions for us, you can. If you join our Facebook group, Horrible Gamers Podcast Community, over on Facebook, you go join it. You can leave us questions, just like Brian Tobe Jr. did. Stop yawning, fucking asshole.
Sorry.
Brian Tobe says, okay, I have a serious question. Very serious. It gets real, guys. So bear with me. When playing Guns of Boom, I'm sometimes added to an already in progress game, usually around 2 minutes left, and added to a losing team. Am I a dick if I play the 2 minutes to help out and leave with 10 seconds left so I don't lose any points for the loss?
No, I'm surprised you played the 2 minutes.
Right.
Yeah,
really.
really.
You're not a dick. You're pretty much, I mean, if they were losing already and you kind of just went in there to fuck around and, no, do it, man. I don't care. He says, I have only once been added and able to help and come back to win the game. So I did stay to collect my winnings that time. So, I agree. You're not a dick.
No,
you're
you're
not.
You're-
Because
You're a little dick.
these companies need to
A little dick.
actually work on their matchmaking like that, because that happens to me all the time in Rocket League. I get thrown into a game that's got like a minute and a half left and my team's down by like 6. And it's like, okay, I don't even get a chance to play the game. I'm just automatically going to lose.
Right.
So no, you're totally not a dick for doing that, dude.
Now, if you're at a party or with people, hey, look, you know what? I'm leaving this match, but
No, but
it's a
I mean,
mobile game. So.
He says he got put into a match. It's already in progress. They're kind of losing. They're getting their asses kicked. That's one thing about that game. Every time you play it and you don't, like, if you just play and you get put into a team, you always get put with the shitty people.
Yeah.
It sucks. I've been there. That's why I stopped playing that game. Anyways, next question. Brian Tobe Jr. asked, if you were going to be a teacher of a class in a gamer university, what game would it be that you're teaching, I guess? Or he says, what game would it be? But I added, that you're teaching. I would totally be a City Skylines teacher.
Not a farming simulator teacher?
No, not farming
That's how you
simulator.
cut wheat, folks.
Either City Skylines or like a Civilization fucking teacher. Those games are dope. Dope. Lit, fam.
No, if I was really at wall jumping and everything in Gears, I would totally teach Gears.
Totally. Professor Eric.
Clint, are you going to be our Call of Duty teacher?
Oh,
Me?
no.
What are you going to teach
I'm
us?
I'm teaching Tetris.
That's dope. People would love to learn Tetris.
Because, dude, that stimulates your brain and, builds your problem solving skills and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that game right there will prepare you for the real world.
Okay.
Life's coming at you like a different pile of bricks.
I live my life one pile of bricks at a time. Gunny Chief, what are you teaching?
I'm going to be your Spec Ops teacher, Ghost Recon.
Whoa, Gunny Chief.
Wildlands.
Commander Gunny Chief here reporting for duty. Guys, next question. What game in esports are you best at?
Back in my prime, it was Call of Duty.
Same here. I would say Call of Duty,
Dude,
Black
that was
Ops.
so good.
Black Ops 2, dude. I was beast mode of the game. Like, fuck. I was like
Mine
a
was-
crackhead.
Modern Warfare, dude. I love the Modern
I
Warfare
played
series.
so much of those games. Like Modern Warfare series, I played a shitload of those. I played a lot of Black Ops. Black Ops 2 just hooked me, dude. But like all the other Call of Duties hooked me as well.
See, I never got hooked on the Black Ops series.
I really enjoyed them. I didn't like the
I was
campaign
hooked on
as
the
much.
first one.
But because all my friends started playing the first one, like the online, I was like, I'll buy it, I guess. So I did, and I really enjoyed multiplayer. The way they introduced those COD points and like contracts and wagers and all that shit was fucking cool.
Dude, I like being able to play the combat training and run through all that with people without having to be in the general public multiplayer without the little bitches.
I was always in the general public multiplayer kicking ass and taking names, but mostly kicking ass and then taking names.
I remember Modern Warfare 2. I would always run the maps with a sniper and quick scope people.
Yeah, quick scoping or like.
Oh, dude, I was so good at that.
What was that one gun in Modern Warfare 2? Everybody like the Scar. Everybody used the Scar.
They used the Scar.
And the MK14.
The intersection, I think that's what it was called.
The Interceptor.
Interceptor. Yeah, I don't. It was something.
Sniper rifle, right?
It was a sniper. Yeah. But yet, I would run that class with a throwing knife. Anything. It would to.
Throwing knives.
Enable me to like have a quick scope. Obviously.
I remember when we were troll people and we would run around with shields.
Did you ever try in like the beginning of every match to tomahawk your
totally
throwing knife
across the fucking map? Yeah, throw that fucker across the map.
And then you felt like a king
if you actually got one. Yeah, dude. Oh fuck! I remember getting what map was it? The one like there's a satellite dish and there's a really tiny map. You remember that one?
Yeah.
There's a satellite dish, and then you either spawn on one corner or the other corner. There's like a little underground bunker next to where you spawn, or on the other side is a bunch of crates that you could hide behind. And dude, as soon as you spawn in that match, throwing knives. All you see is throwing knives across the fucking sky.
Noob tubes too.
Yeah.
Don't forget the noob tubes, man. Because you see those things flying through the air.
Oh shit, that was so cool. Nah, man,
dude, I had so many good memories with Call of Duty, man. That and Halo. So many good memories.
So many good
Halo 3. That was mine right there.
Halo 2, man. I would system link almost every day after football practice with a group of guys. We would go to a house and we would system link it like after our first practice and before like we had a little break, like a 2-hour break, and we would rush to my friend's house, hook up our systems, we would sit there and just game until
so good, dude. I remember system linking for Gears of War, the first one, Eric. Me and my foster brother, because my foster brother had just got an Elite Xbox 360, and I had just got the original 360. Or I had the Pro at the time, or the one that came with the hard drive. But he got the Elite one, and they bought him Gears of War, like the first one, or the second one. The second one.
I remember.
And I remember I had it too, dude. We system linked. We fucking co-op the shit out of that game. Fuck,
dude, yeah.
Dope.
System Link was awesome back in the day.
When he brought his big ass TV and we put it in the room, we got in trouble for staying up like till like fuck, dude. It was like 5 a.m. I remember my foster dad waking up to go to work. He's like, "What the fuck are you guys doing up?" Like, dude, we're still playing this. Like, fuck you, go to work.
I ran into that same situation, man. Like, I would always go to my neighbor's house because I never had siblings, and I would always go over there to play. And I think it was like a PlayStation 3. He had the Lord of the Rings Return of the King game, and we literally played that until like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and his dad came up and said, "What the fuck you doing? Go to bed." And we were just like, "Sorry." Oh, man.
Yeah, dude, totally. Next question. Fuck.
But my esport game would have been Rocket League.
Oh, Rocket League? Okay. What about you, Gunny?
Oh, he's not here.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck.
Left.
He left?
Yeah, I don't know. He's in here. Just
I think you mean he left like the show. I was like, whoa, okay, no. Thank you for saying bye.
No, he just got from the Xbox.
Brink had to leave earlier. His wife morphin timed on his ass and he had to leave.
Morphed.
Becca's awesome though. Anyways, next question. Brian Tobe Jr. fucking for the 300th question of the show since he's been listening. He says, since you knew you were not going to be on video tonight, did you have extra time to game since you did not have to get all pretty for the video?
Gosh, no.
Totally, dude.
No.
I have been freaking cleaning all day. My wife wanted to move that bed at like 8 o'clock at night. Like I just got like Wildlands set up, and I was stoked.
Eric, we need to play Kane and Lynch too. I heard that game is good call, man. I'm gonna run it with you, bro. With you.
Hey, I told my wife I'm not doing anything tomorrow.
You tell her. I'm playing Kane and Lynch 2 with Jesus. You leave me alone, woman.
Yeah, no, like she wanted to dismantle this bed, like the frame and everything.
I'm surprised she hasn't thrown anything at you lately. Like, since you've been on the show, you complained about this quite a bit on here.
Throw anything at me, she just comes up and pinches my nipples, man.
I'm surprised. She hasn't like. I'm surprised we haven't seen any live beatings on camera right now. Since you keep talking about this, I'm sure she can hear you.
Oh.
Anyways, Eric always looks pretty. Fucking
Thank
Ryan.
you.
Why you gotta ask these questions? Gunny looks okay. He does look pretty sometimes.
Dude, Gunny always he either goes in games, takes the blue pill, or takes the nap. Those are the
three things. Old gamer Gunny.
You know me.
Old gamer Gunny. He says, another question here. Besides the Horrible Gamers Associated streams, do you watch anyone else stream games? And do you do all the giveaways they do when streaming? Well, first off, the Horrible Gamers podcast does do giveaways, but we do them for our listeners, like you guys. Second of all, we don't really stream that much. Sometimes we do.
Not really.
But we're not
I
like...
planned on it, but it never...
We're not like... Every time I stream, I'm not like a fucking hardcore streamer. Like I'm not those dudes that like have like gaming chairs and they sit around.
We don't get paid by them.
Yeah, like,
stream all day.
We can't do that. We work and shit.
Yeah,
pretty much. Let's be real here. Like I work a lot of my week, so I don't have time to stream.
There's a couple that I like, and he's one of them is Darkness 49. He plays PUBG, Rainbow Six Siege. You know all the games I enjoy. Another guy is Roids0777. He plays a lot of PUBG.
What is PUBG?
PlayerUnknown Battleground.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think they just call it PUBG for short.
PUBG.
All you young kids in your
fucking acronyms for everything. LOL, PUBG, LMFAO, lit.
English language will just be acronyms.
Stay woke, fam.
Yeah, you've got Noob Face Games. That's Gilbert. He's a part of our community. Mm-hmm. He's growing in popularity on Twitch.
It's a plug.
Yeah, he's playing Overwatch and Rainbow Six Siege. All the good.
Apparently, what you learn from this question, Brian, is that Gunny watches a lot of fucking streamers. I
do. Especially during the week.
Watches streams. He plays video games. Takes the blue pill. Takes naps.
That's all he does with his life.
Yeah,
that's Gunny in the day.
In that order.
In that order, exactly. Do you watch any streamers, Clint?
Really, there's only one that I watch. His name is Omniscient Shark.
Oh, okay.
And he'll play Rocket League. He'll mix it up, and sometimes he'll do one of the the Jackbox party games. He'll do this one trivia one because you can jump in there with your tablet or cell phone, so you can actually kind of be part of the stream with him. It's actually really cool.
Party, yeah. I've done that with a streamer.
Awesome. But I've
done that. But
we've had streamers. We've had streamers on this show before.
Other than seeing the occasional one from Eric or Ryan or somebody. Other than that, not really.
We had this chick on years ago. Horrible Gamers. Her name was Flower Kid Nana. She's on. She's a Twitch streamer. She's actually a Twitch partner now. She has all the fancy Twitch shit. She does a lot of fucking streaming, dude. That's all she does. Stream.
Do you guys think Twitch is dying, or do you think Twitch is gonna go strong for a while?
Will go on for a long time, I think.
Mixer, I don't watch TV, so
will too.
I watch a lot of stream.
That's the thing, right? That exactly what Gunny said. You don't watch TV no more. Generations under us, even including my generation, I'm 26 years old, dude. People my age and younger don't watch TV at all.
Right.
I don't. The last time I watched TV was during the NFL Super Bowl.
Yes.
That's it.
Right.
That's it. I don't watch TV.
Do You think Sony will try to buy out Twitch and make it Twitch exclusive for Sony since
Never.
Xbox has Mixer?
They won't afford it. Amazon already paid $2 billion for it or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah, Amazon owns it. Amazon won't sell that shit. Amazon will keep that.
Just wait.
Forever.
Amazon's gonna make a console now.
The Amazon machine. The Amazon. You can
Amazon
order.
Prime machine.
You can order Prime exclusive items on your Amazon machine.
It's gonna be called the Amazon Prime machine, and the console's gonna be Optimus Prime's face.
And it's gonna be only for Prime members.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to play online, you must have Prime membership.
And when you're watching the stream, there will be a link right here, like the one-click buy it now.
One-click purchase. Buy this shit now.
Twitch will be exclusive on the Optimus Prime
machine.
Amazon Prime system.
Yeah, we called it first. Horrible Gamers Podcast Research Team, always bringing you the latest in technology and news. Guys, next question. Next question.
So many more questions.
What is your favorite mobile game, and what's the most money you have spent on it or in it?
Roller Coaster Tycoon, 0.
So I bought Roller Coaster Tycoon. I've bought Game Dev Tycoon, and I think I paid $4. That's like my favorite game. I paid $4 for Game Dev, not Tycoon. Game Dev Story, made by Cairo Games, a little Japanese or Chinese company. It's totally a Japanesey game, but it's so fucking cool. It's pixel art. It's like a game that costs $3 or $4 or $5 maybe. So fun. Like all you do,
Tycoon's is like $5.
All you're doing in Game Dev Story is you have a game company and you gotta make games and you gotta make the best games and you gotta hire people and make the best games ever. It's so easy, so fun, so good.
I played it. It's a great game.
Yeah, that's like one of the games that hasn't been deleted off of my phone for years. Another game that I spent a lot of money on, that I bought kind of expensive, was
Clash of Clans?
No, not Clash of Clans. I actually bought it. Civilization Revolution 2. The reason I bought that game was because I really loved the first one on the 360, which I still play to this day with backwards compatibility on the Xbox One. But it only came out on iPhones and like Android, and it didn't come out anywhere else. That's really weird how Sid Meier made that deal where they only made it for iPhone. But Civilization Revolution 2 is fun. It's like the first one, just a little bit better, but it just sucks because you have to do it on an iPhone or iPad. Fucking, that shit sucks. I wish it was like a gamepad I could use with it, dude. Like, it would be so much better. God.
Mine would be Plants vs. Zombies. They're always updating that game. And they do seasons, like, if it's Halloween or Christmas or stuff like that. They do different things. And I've probably spent, probably $20 on that game.
Wow.
Over the last couple of years. I'm like, my son will be like, dude, you're going to need this thing over here. So get that because you're going to need that. So be like, oh, that's cool. That's a cool power. Yeah, I could use that. That flower? Sure. Okay. It's a game. It's a great game to play on a tablet or phone.
Yeah.
That's really it. I don't play too many mobile games.
What's another? What about you, Clint? Is there any game that you've bought that like you spent a lot of money on?
The couple of games that I've got on my tablet that I play, Puzzle Quest 2.
Mm-hmm.
I think I paid like $15.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also got the tablet version of Final Fantasy 9, which was $20.
Fuck. Okay. Wow. Yeah. There's some pretty pricey games
I fucking love that game though, and that is my favorite Final Fantasy. So I was willing.
Okay. Yeah. I think I also bought KOTOR, which was $15 on the iPhone. I spent a lot of
that one because I've got a Kindle. It was free in their like Amazon's got it for free in their store. So that one I totally would have paid for, but I was able to get that for free.
Awesome. Any game that you've paid for, Eric?
No, like I said, I was Roller Coaster Tycoon. I don't think there's any in game.
No, it's just like you pay once, right, and you just get everything.
But the game that I with Clash of Clans I did, but it wasn't a lot. It was maybe total like $10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I quit playing that game because I kept getting invaded and it was pissing me off.
Same here.
Yep.
Totally.
Actually, that was the exact same thing with me, and it was like $10, maybe $15.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a favorite. I was in a clan that my nephew started and wanted me to play, so I was doing it for the little guy.
Next question, guys. What's your favorite piece of gaming memorabilia? Shirts, toys, posters that you own.
2.
So I own this shirt. It's a Nintendo shirt with Mario riding Yoshi, sticking his tongue out. Also,
it's me, Mario.
Also, I have these Star Wars posters, but I don't think these are gaming posters. They're just movie posters. I have an Assassin's Creed poster, the Assassin's Creed Unity one, where it has like all the assassins sitting together. I have Assassin's Creed, like a book. I have Dishonored. You remember Dishonored, the first one? When you pre-ordered it, you got like a special deck with like all the cards with like, it showed you like all the characters in the game. Like, it was like an actual game. Like Gwent. You remember Gwent from The Witcher 3? It's like that, but with like Dishonored characters. It's really weird. You can only play it against somebody who owns like another Dishonored deck, which I don't know anybody who does.
Dude, those are probably like worth money then.
But I have those, like, the thing that my daughter opened them, which really pissed me off when she did. But the deck is still completely there. Like, she opened them and I fucking got pissed and she put them back together. But like, the deck is open.
Things in sleeves.
Yeah. Another thing that I have is a deck of like Red Dead Redemption cards. Like, remember the pre-order pack? Like, you pre-ordered it and you got like this deck of like Red Dead Redemption cards. Like, it said Red Dead on them. It said Red Dead. I think it said Red Dead Redemption on them. Has like a skull wearing like a cowboy hat. And those are still sealed, and I have those in my garage downstairs. Besides that, I don't know what the fuck else I own. I don't know.
I don't buy collector's editions of anything. So yeah, the only thing I do have, and I'll always keep it, it's the Elder Scrolls V, the Skyrim, it's the whatever they call
the
this
Bible?
book.
The Bible.
It's pretty much a Bible.
The fucking
this thing
Bible
is really
for
thick.
Skyrim. I remember having that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I had
Thing is,
that.
I've even got notes in there. You know.
Got cheap notes.
But it came with a big, huge poster, which I still have in here, and then I've got my smaller map, which has been on my wall forever, and it's the province of Skyrim.
Yeah, that's the one that came in the game. Right? Like when you bought it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool. I remember they were like the last company that do that shit. Right.
I know for me it was my Assassin's Creed 3 statue I got from getting the collector's edition.
Yeah.
With Connor on it. Yeah. That's probably by far my best. Like, that beats out my collector's edition of Gears 3 when you get the medal, the cog medal.
Mm-hmm.
The paperweight medal you get. Yeah, I love the statue. I think it's great. But then like I have all of the Gears of War manuals. Not manuals.
Like strategy guides?
Strategy guides. They're all hardcover.
Wow.
Oh, dude, love them.
Nice.
I even have the artwork book for Gears 4.
There's some cool shit you can buy, man. Like, I have the Metal Gear Solid, the last one, Metal Gear Solid 5, the limited edition, the little hand that came in the limited edition. Because I bought that like on a whim, because I fucking found it in store. Like, it was sold out everywhere, and I remember seeing it on eBay for like $400, and I walked into the store and it was like right there. I was like, I'm buying this. So I did. And I had the little hand. It's in front of my TV, throwing up the peace sign. Yeah.
Yeah, dog.
Oh, hold on, Gunny. I want to touch it.
Yeah. Story time with Marcus.
I loved that guide. That was like an amazing guide.
Yeah, Borderlands 2.
But yeah, besides that, I mean, gaming memorabilia it's some of it can be really fucking cool to have, and some of it kind of fucking it's expensive to have because it's collector's editions, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. like mine right here. It's the Art of BioShock Infinite.
That's sexy, dude. Fucking
Dude.
love that game. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Well, that's
man.
pretty cool.
I
And
always like
got-
those books.
Oh yeah, that and then my Gears of War board game.
Oh, dude, I want that so bad.
Eric will give you $5 right now.
Dude, you know how much that's worth? Close to $300-$400.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Eric will give you $305 right now.
I will give you a
Yeah,
blowjob.
and-
If you UPS it over.
He said a blowjob. That's kind of worth like.
and when well, it has been a while for me.
Whoa. We might have some takers here, Eric.
And the guys that made the game, like the actual board game, they were really cool because when I first got the game, when I opened it up, 2 of the little ticker pieces had like snapped off of their bases.
Oh, did you glue
Yeah,
them
they're-
back together?
No, I went to see if I could order like a replacement part, and they were like, yeah, just send us a picture. This way we see, that it's broken. You don't have to send them back to us. We'll just send you the replacement pieces.
Dude, that's sweet. Dude, that board game is worth a lot of money because you can't find it anywhere in stores.
Oh, I know.
When it
got
was
lucky
in store,
to
dude,
find it
it was
on
like it was $99. Now it's closer, like I said, $300 to $400.
Yeah, I think I paid like $50 for it on Amazon when I found
You
it.
got lucky.
Damn.
You can't get it anywhere for that price, dude. I am jealous.
Eric,
Legit
you
jealous.
got Eric jealous. Congratulations.
Totally. Because I've been looking for that. Because I saw it and I had it in my hands at a Barnes and Noble for $100, and I looked at it. And I'm like,
This seems to happen a lot with you, Eric, where you seem to be able to get things for $100 and you don't get them, and then you really want them later.
yeah,
You were talking about the Lancer last week or
Congrats.
whatever.
the Lance, like that was like $150. I'm like, man, I look back at that now, and that's not expensive at all. That's cheap.
Speaking of
Yeah,
that,
but no, there's those, and then it was like when we were talking last week, as far as like the best like collector's editions and stuff. Like my favorite is still that Fable 3. Because it came, with like that book with the hidden compartment that had all the little cool stuff in it.
It says here, next question, guys. He says, this is for you, Eric. It says, if Eric could build the ultimate Gears character, what head, arms, legs would it have?
Like with existing characters
Yeah.
and just mash them up.
Mhm.
Okay. I would take JD's legs
Okay.
because he's got normal feet rather than the big looking feet that they have in Gears 1 through 3. Let's see the head. I would pick Dizzy because Dizzy's awesome.
Okay.
Arms, I would pick Dom because he's got the sweet Maria tattoo
Yeah.
of his wife. I already said legs would be
Torso.
GD. Torso. I would pick. It's a toss up between Ty and Marcus.
Ty, dude. That would be so dope.
Probably Ty because I like Ty's a cool character.
He is. It's sad how he dies, but it's
Oh, so sad.
so
I
sad.
cried.
Makes me cry right now.
And
And he
what it-
says, the question continues. He goes, and what would it have for a gun and special powers? Same thing for Jesus for Mass Effect.
Okay, well, for me, it would be just the normal Lancer with the chainsaw, but also a Nasher attachment.
Hoorah.
That's just super American right there.
Yep. And then a
Special-
bald eagle sound effect would come out of it.
Fucking bald eagle.
And the only voice he would say is "Merc up, yeah."
I need mods for
totally.
Gears.
We need some mods now.
My God.
mod support.
I'm gonna email Rod Ferguson and tell him my mod idea.
He says same thing for Jesus for Mass Effect. What do you mean for Mass Effect? I mean,
Probably your character, like
Yeah, he means build your
gun?
ultimate Mass Effect character.
You already had my ultimate Mass Effect character. It was
hey, you had Pathfinder Jesus.
Pathfinder Jesus was a badass. Dude had black armor with lights on it. Fuck more do I want? Yeah, he already had powers and shit. I had like the biotic powers and stuff I could use. Don't ask these questions, Brian. Jeez. Next question. What DLC have you bought that you think made the game much better? Red Dead Redemption's Undead Nightmare. That totally like added a whole new twist to the game. I had just beat the game, and this came out, so I played it as soon as I beat the game. Like boom, boom, man! I couldn't get enough Red Dead Redemption.
Mine would be the campaign story they released for Gears 2.
They did a campaign story?
It was a whole new side story.
I never played that. Shit.
I don't think I ever played that for Gears 2.
Back.
Oh, dude, it's great.
I love the campaign. That was one of my favorite campaigns.
Oh yeah.
Another DLC the other DLC that I would say would totally made the game better was the DLC that came for Mass Effect 2, the Lizard DLC, the Lizard guy, the assassin dude. Because that added like a whole new like chapter to the game. Like, I don't know how people played that game without that character in their story. Like, I don't know how. I just can't even think about that. Sad.
The best DLC was definitely Mass Effect 2 with the Shadow Broker.
Yeah, was it the Shadow Broker? I don't know. I remember they added like the assassin, which was the lizard guy, right? He's like a dude that can be your companion, and then they added that Shadow Broker DLC too.
Oh, that was the best. That was the best DLC ever made.
Mass Effect had some good DLCs.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad Andromeda's not getting any, or not planned.
Don't remind me. Sign the petition, guys. Oh man!
Did you sign it? I'm sure there is one.
I did. Brink posted it in the group.
Okay.
There's a petition.
I think I would have to go with in Oblivion, the Shivering Isles expansion. Because that basically created an entire new realm for you to go to.
Yeah.
You know, and I would think with the same thing with Oblivion, like the Dawn Guard, DLC.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Like any of the DLC that you got to play for Skyrim, too, because they added all of this depth, and like the Wizard's Tower in Oblivion, you could just really, enchant and create your potions, and you had like this little garden thing where you could, cultivate all of your ingredients, and it was just. It was stuff that really enriched and enhanced the game. And
I really got to that stupid fucking DLC that came out for Skyrim. What's that, Heartfire?
Yeah, where you can build your own home.
Build your own house and have kids and get married. I got really into that shit. I was like totally into that on 360.
Yeah, and then you're mining the materials and everything.
Yeah, I like legit went all out. I had like 2 kids. I had fucking...
Yeah, I had a boy and a girl.
I decorated my house. It was dope. I had a library. My library had books. I went around Skyrim collecting all the books.
Every time I'd step out of the house, there's always some creature there trying to kill me.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had a dog even. I had a dog because they wanted a pet. So I went and captured a dog. I gave him a dog.
You're my dog now.
Every library I had in that game had a copy of the Lusty Argonian Maid.
I had a bunch of books. I just remember I went around all of Skyrim just collecting books from all the houses I could break into, stealing all the books, and then I would bring them to my library and just put them into my library of books. I had a tower, and my tower was my library, and I remember that specifically because I built a big tower in the house, and the tower was my library. I was like a wizard. It was my tower.
And trying to complete collections of books because you had books that had like 10 volumes.
Yeah, that was fucking hardcore. I just kind of put them all up there. I just wanted to look at books. I never read them. I just put them up there.
There they are.
They look cool. Next question, guys. Fuck. Many questions. Next question. If you could game anywhere at any time, where and when would it be? Well, fuck. Anywhere, anytime. I mean, on my phone, at work. What the fucking question is this?
I already do.
Yeah, like anywhere. Come on, Brian. Like, what kind of question is this?
Sure, at work while I'm driving. How's that?
Exactly, while you're in VR.
Yeah.
I was able to, at one of my old jobs, I was able to bring my Xbox in, and I worked nights, so that's all I did was play video
that's
games
dope,
all night.
dude. What did you do?
I worked at a hotel, and I worked at the front desk,
so
third shift,
yeah.
so like
Easy.
no one was coming in, so I would just sit back and play Xbox or
So
You're a
lucky.
glorified security guard, right?
basically, yeah. So like they're like, hey, you want to work a 16-hour shift? Heck yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get paid overtime.
Right.
Next question. How jealous of Ryan are you at his birthday cake?
Very
That was a
jealous.
cool cake.
That was an
cool
awesome
cake.
cake.
Wow, she must really love him. That is a nice
That's
cake.
so nice, dude. That's so nice of her. I wish somebody would make me a cake. He says, if you could get a gaming cake for your birthday, what would it be? I want a cake. I want the Assassin's Creed 3 statue as my cake.
I want the Gears of War Omen.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's okay. That's dope.
I'm getting a Tetris cake.
Okay.
And each
fucking
piece,
Tetris.
No, seriously, dude.
Yeah, what's up with you in Tetris?
Each piece can be a different flavor of cake.
Oh, man.
Like one could be like a chocolate, one could be a vanilla, one could have like strawberry in it.
Okay. We got it. All right, awesome.
And you just piece them all together like you would in
your
like
belly.
a Tetris board. Yeah.
Just give me a Minecraft cake. I'll be happy.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
It's like a
Why
Tetris
not?
cake, but better.
It'll have
That
blocks.
Tetris cake is a
Edible
great
blocks.
idea.
Fucking Tetris cake. Oh, man. Next question. What is the best gaming present you have gotten for your birthday? Personally, my 4K TV, which I bought for myself for my birthday.
My original Xbox that I got for my birthday with
Actually,
Tony Hawk.
No, I'm going to say this. My 360, the first one that I got with GTA 4 after like 2 weeks after release, that my cousin bought for me. Like, legit, brand new 360 Pro with GTA 5. And I remember getting Call of Duty 4 like that same year. So amazing.
I remember too, like, I got that Xbox for my birthday. I was super stoked, but I was kind of disappointed because I was really hoping Halo would be in there. But I got Tony Hawk Pro Skater, which was also fun. I loved it.
Yeah.
But from my birthday money, I got enough to go buy Halo Combat Evolved. Bro, no hesitation, no buyer's regret. I went and bought that game, and I played hours and hours and hours of Halo Combat Evolved.
Gaming presents are the best, dude.
Heck yeah.
If you know a gamer in your life and you know their birthday's coming up, just buy them something fucking cool that's related to gaming. I love you forever.
Yeah, mine was back on the Nintendo 64.
Oh shit!
One of my best friends bought me Star Wars Rogue Squadron.
That's a good game, dude. That's the one where you fool around and you like tie the little ropes right on the fucking big walkers.
Yep.
I remember that shit.
I think my favorite Nintendo 64 game, it's not Smash Brothers, it's the Pokemon Arena game.
That Pokemon Arena game was dope. Pokemon Snap.
I loved it.
Pokemon Snap was one of my favorite ones too, dude. We just take pictures of the Pokemon. Show's cool.
Ken Griffey Jr. Home Run Challenge.
I actually loved the Zelda Ocarina of Time. That's probably my favorite Zelda game too.
Any cool gaming presents you've gotten, Gunny?
No, I pretty much like. I don't think my iPad Pro is really a gaming thing because I don't really game on it too much. Hey, I watch Twitch on there, but I mean everything else I've always worked for. I've always just went and bought it.
Whoa, Mr. Moneybags over here.
Well, what about one? Yeah, never mind. I was going to say something about your new headphones you got because your wife gave you the okay to get them.
Yeah, what's up with that, fucker? Right.
Yeah, I got the headphones.
Square Elite headphones.
I got an LG TV, which I don't have up here now. It kind of looks like crap, but it came with the sound bar. Nice. So that was pretty cool. That was a good Christmas gift.
Whatever you can game on. That's awesome. What is your favorite arcade or pinball game that you have played?
Never played one.
You never played any arcade games or pinball games?
Oh, arcade. The X-Men arcade game.
That was pretty cool. I remember playing
That one was dope.
as a kid. I remember I used to love that game. What the fuck's that game called? You'll know this, Clint. You're driving a car and you're shooting a gun on top of the car. Road Blasters, Road something.
There was a couple of them like that. There was Road Blasters was one. There was another one that was like a co-op one where one drove and the other shot.
No, you have like the little red buttons on the arcade machine and your left steering wheel and you're pressing the pedal and you're driving and you're shooting and
yeah, I think that's Road Blasters.
I played it at the laundromat so many times as a kid. As a kid, dude, like fuck, I spent so much quarters.
I played a lot of Pac-Man. It's Pac-Man.
My laundromat always had lame arcades.
Pac-Man also.
They always had the shooting ones, with the gun, and then that was mainly it, really.
And I remember they had the other one. You remember the one that they had up there? I remember they had one at my laundromat when I was growing up. They had Pac-Man, they had Road Blasters, and they had Centipede. They had the fucking the one with the Uzi on there. You had an Uzi and you.
Yeah, I know that one. I don't know the name of that one. Yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
I remember my old dentist. They had a Pac-Man machine, and they rigged it to where all you have to do is just have touch the wires just a bunch of times, and then it just gives you credits for how many games you want to play. So that you never had to pay money to play Pac-Man.
Nice.
That's nice of them. At least they weren't dicks making you pay for Pac-Man while you were paying $800 for your teeth to get fixed or some shit. Like, hey, were you paying us for the root canal? Why didn't you go ahead and pay us for Pac-Man too while you're waiting?
Give us the extra 25 cents.
I think arcade wise, I think my favorite one was the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which the X-Men and the Simpsons use the same engine for it.
The Simpsons one was great. I loved that one.
But
Simpsons
then
bowling. Oh, that's
I like those on the Super Nintendo.
But then pinball, I'm gonna have to go with Addams Family.
Pinball. Mine would be the one you get on the computer when you don't have internet.
Yes. The
3D
little pinball.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the only one I've really played.
Mine would be Terminator on pinball. That was always fun.
I'll be back.
I'll be back. Get to the chopper. Guys, moving on from Brian Tope's questions, we now have Evan Tanaka's questions.
I swear we just spent an hour on
very hard-hitting questions Evan Tanaka asked us tonight. He's asking, first off, very important question because he's engaged now. He asked, where do babies come from?
Well, they start in your ball sack and then they go into the vagina.
Well, there's a big ass bird that comes flying.
Yeah, when you bust a nut in her cooter,
a big ass bird comes flying through your window. He crashes through your window, and he drops off the baby for you.
Just watch the movie Storks. You'll understand everything.
Totally, that's where they come from. Totally.
Mm-hmm.
You'll find out about that.
Just watch Storks, dude. That's where they come from.
Make sure you wrap it. Wrap your willy before you get silly.
Or watch Boss Baby. Shows you where the babies come from also.
Ooh.
Or Look's Talking from back in the day.
all those movies. They show you all where babies are coming from. Pornhub.
Yeah. Or any of those like HBO or Skinamax like late night movies because they don't pull out.
All the time. Yeah, next question he's asking us here, hard-hitting questions. Why is the sky blue? Magic.
Why do tigers have stripes?
Because it's sad.
God made it.
Because this is America, that's why.
And these colors don't bleed.
It's red and brushed, but blue over here for America.
America colors right here. Mm-hmm.
That's because we're awesome.
I got a good answer for the next question.
This is next question. Important questions here, guys. He's really needs these answers.
Cinderella's shoe was a perfect fit. How did it fall off? Because she has some bad athlete's foot, and her foot was really sweaty, and it just slipped right off.
Yep.
I think
she was clumsy.
She's just really stupid, and she tripped and it fell off.
Yeah.
She was blind, so
I mean, she's really stupid she's stupid. Just face it. That is true. How did her shoe fall?
She had 2 left feet.
How did her
basically.
shoe fall off, Eric? Tell me. I mean, that's a good question. Good question. Evan, now I am dumbfounded by this hard-hitting question.
It was hard on that dance floor, man. Her feet just got really sweaty.
What if she broke her heel and it fell off? And she's like, I need to take this off because I'm going to fix it later with some crazy glue. And she took it off. She's like, I'm going to set this over here. And then she left because she was so
glass.
She was so tipsy. She was lit.
Wear socks.
How the hell did glass shoes support her weight anyway?
She was lit, and the club was popping, and she was lit, and it was a lit night, fam. So she went home drunk as fuck. She left her shoe on the dance floor because she broke it. And then that's
Isn't that the song?
what happened. I'm not I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
We're deciphering why Cinderella's shoe fell off if it fit perfectly. Good question. I don't know. I don't fucking know, Evan.
We're stumped. We'll never know.
The HGP research team was gonna look hard into this.
And we'll get back with you next week.
We're gonna look why Cinderella's shoe was a perfect fit and fell off. Next question. He says, "What happens when you spill stain remover?"
That's it.
Yeah.
Then you run out of stain remover and need to buy more.
Yeah.
I think you just erased the carpet. It's like it's gone.
The floor is lava.
The floor is lava. No. Good answer,
It's a good game.
Eric.
It's on PC. Check it out on Steam.
This is towards Eric here. He says, "Is 8 Mile really 8 miles long?"
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Exactly. You measured it. You went out there with a
measuring wheel. Yeah.
Eric went out there and he reset
measurement.
his mileage on his car as soon as he got there.
Yeah, I did.
And he drove straight down 8 Mile. 8 miles, nonstop.
without getting shot.
He survived. It's Eric's hood right there. 8 Mile.
Yeah, man. That's my neck of the woods.
Mm-hmm. That's all the hard-hitting questions this week, guys. Very impactful questions we have from all the community members. If you want to leave questions, you can go ahead and do so at Horrible Gamers Podcast Community. That is over at Facebook.com/groups/Horrible Gamers, spelled with an S, just like the show is. Also, you can follow us on Twitter at _Horrible Gamers. Leave us a voicemail number at 971-319-1421. 971-319-1421. Please leave us a review on iTunes. And guys, ladies and gentlemen, before the show is over tonight, I want you to sit there and think about Ryan's birthday, Clint's birthday coming up in 3 days, and happy birthday to my friend and old co-host, Sean Iams Fuller. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday.
Oh, it is.
We love you, man. This show's dedicated to you as well.
It is now.
Happy
I didn't see that.
birthday.
I would have got a notification, but happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Sean.
Today is his birthday,
Happy
guys.
birthday.
Well, now it is because it's 12 a.m. It's late.
Ryan,
Yeah,
happy
I got
belated
told
birthday.
Ryan, happy birthday. Sean, happy birthday. Clint, happy early
Clint,
birthday.
happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
And if it was your birthday this week, we wish you a happy birthday as well.
Happy birthday from Applebee's to you.
Feedback
We
at
wish you a happy
horriblegamers.com is our email address. You can leave us an email there if you like to. You can always message us individually on Facebook. You find us on the group. Our intro song was done by Fowler and Twistex called Breakout. It's a good song. Go listen to it on YouTube. And what else do we have here? That's it.
I think so. We're done.
Almost. Guys, you can find me on Xbox Live, gamertag Jesus Walks a Lot. This week I'll be playing Deus Ex, Mankind Divided. I will also be playing City Skylines. I need to finish Gears of War 4 because that shit's going to be sitting in my backlog for a while if I don't.
Kane and Lynch.
Where me and Eric are going to stream.
Co-stream it.
We're going to co-stream and we're going to betray each other in the co-op.
Yep.
Because I heard you could do that in co-op, Eric. You can betray each other. You can set each other up.
I'll betray you all night
Nice.
long.
You shut your mouth. I'll betray you first.
Wait. You wait.
You think we're friends. This game is going to end our friendship. You wait.
Oh, yes, it will. You watch out. You watch out. I'm coming after you, man.
We're gonna
watch
play player.
co-op.
Kane and Lynch.
Co-op.
There's just be a bunch of Kane and Lynches running around trying to kill each other.
Is that what multiplayer is? I don't know. I've never played it.
I've never played it before. Well, how funny would that be? Just two characters.
Everybody's the two characters.
You got the Kane team and the Lynch team.
Oh man, that'd be so cool. Anyways, guys, we love you. Please add us on Xbox Live. As you know, you can add me, Gamertag, Jesus Walks a Lot. Please review on iTunes. Next person, Eric, you look tired. Tell me, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at EpicErk, and you can find me on Xbox and Mixer, St. Nicholas. And then you can find me on the Nerd Wells podcast. That's my other show. Hit us up, listen to the show, let us know how we're doing, because we're pretty new, and we would like to get as much constructive criticism as possible so we can make ourselves better and improve the show. We watched Spider-Man, so we just did a Spider-Man review. Nice. So keep an eye out on that. Good movie, by the way. Go watch it. Probably the best Spider-Man I've ever seen.
Awesome. Find me over at Xbox Live, guys. Gutty Chief. One word. And on Steam, Gutty Chief. Clint, where do we find you, buddy?
Xbox Live, Vengeful Jedi, or at geekdigpod.com, which is the main page for the Geek Dig podcast, which has the links to everywhere that we are, all of our contact info, all that good stuff.
Oi. Jesus, take us out.
Love you guys. I'm out of here.
All right.
Ryan Gibson, find him. Gib87777. He's taking the week off this week. Literally, I have to edit the show. This is going to be hard.
It's a lot.
We'll do the show next week, like an hour before our new show.
Yeah, you'll be listening to this.
This will be relevant
Next week. Love you guys. I'm out of here. Peace out, Brussels sprouts. Peace out, Brussels sprouts. We'll see you on the next week's edition of the Horrible Gamers podcast. Thank you to our guest host, Wingman, TXL, Brink. We love you.
Don't forget about Clint over here.
Clint, thank you. Eric, we love you.
I love you.
Gunny, brush your teeth and go to bed.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Here now. Look at here now.
You guys want to know some crazy shit?
You getting the iPhone or the S8?
S8.
He was fired.
Yeah, so was Ryan.
I think he's fired. I think he really thinks he's fired. He's not on Skype. Gunny, you son of a bitch.
F those guys. I'm gonna go make my own podcast. I'm gonna call it the Old Timers with the Blue Pill podcast.
Oh, hold on.
Hello, this is Horrible Gamers Pizza. I'd like to place an order. I was hoping to get 2 extra large pizzas with extra P-mail on there, please. Don't skimp on the P-mail. I want P-mail spread all over that, please. And that'd be awesome. And if you could deliver to my place at 420 Southeast 666 place, that'd be awesome. Thank you very much. Love you guys. Bye.
I can hear you, Gunny. You don't have your mic muted. You fucking... Oh, what a dick. He left the party. He just left the party. This motherfucker. Oh, hell no. He's fired. He's done, guys. I'm done, motherfucker.
What happened to Brink?
He's
I'm here. I just had to
He's just touching himself.
touch myself.
Touch himself for a second.
You shall not pass.